we are here. We didn't go live on Friday.
Nope.
So, okay, so our thumbnail didn't even take. That's busted.
Okay.
First bustedness of the evening.
At least the live took.
Did it take on yours? No, it didn't. Oh, busted. Okay.
Okay. So.
Everything's always busted when it comes to us.
Okay, hold on. Did you...
Crystal, you're not supposed to be bothered.
What'd she say?
She's been bothered waiting.
No botheredness.
No botheredness.
All right. Jan is always first here now.
That's the new 2019 trend.
All right.
You are really blurry. Are we really blurry? Are we blurry?
Are we? I don't know. Clean my sunglasses. Tina Billingsley, I saw that sickening place you had a little
oh, we
dinner.
are. Oh.
But was it your honey?
Why is that?
What, blurry?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like right on the waterfront, like I love that view. I definitely could get into dinner eating on the water.
Blurry.
Cool. Where was that at?
Maybe it's going to like come into focus very soon.
Okay.
Perhaps. Perhaps maybe.
Oh wow, it is very blurry. What is that about?
Okay. Probably because we're back in the filming room and it's busted.
Wow.
So blurry but not bothered. Okay, I'm a little bothered.
Well, we have to be a little bothered.
I'm just a
I just sit up here for about what, half hour, put on makeup and y'all can't see it. It's all blurry.
I'm just a tad
like
bothered.
Watercolor paints.
Okay.
Okay.
What do we do? Because I ain't doing this for the next couple of hours.
Okay, so then I don't know. Should we shut it down and bring it back up early on or what? Will that work?
No, I don't think it's a shutting down thing. I think it's the Wi-Fi in this room thing.
Oh my gosh, do we just like take a field trip downstairs really quick? That looks fine, but this...
It's crystal clear on our phone, but we're looking at the monitor and we're very blurry.
Are we blurry to everybody else?
They're the ones that said it.
Oh, okay.
We're
and then I guess we are.
It says it's getting better now. Oh, this is terrible. What wash and go did you guys do today? Can you even see it?
There was a way to test it before we went on live, but there isn't unless we go live.
Yeah.
The only way you can test it is when you go live.
This is not cute. We're like pixelated. Like.
Okay.
Got better, now it's worse. Okay. Oh, see, we're kind of coming into focus.
Yes.
We're clear a little bit. No, we're pixelated again. All right, this is annoying.
All right.
What are we doing?
Should we just talk and then just see, hopefully it'll clear up, or
no,
you don't think it'll clear up?
I don't think it's clear.
Or shut it down, bring it back up early on?
No, I think we need to walk it downstairs.
Okay, we're going downstairs, field trip.
Hi, Dios míos, where are we going?
Okay, downstairs to the dining room, I guess?
The dining room?
I guess.
Is there stuff on the table?
Yes, there is stuff on the table.
God, oh my God, there's like 100 people in here.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, we're being busted.
All right, I will clean real quick and you just...
Okay, can you holler when you're ready?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, all right. Don't knock this back because behind this backdrop is just a lot of busting.
Okay. Don't y'all leave. You never know what happens. Don't blink because you know there's always something crazy going on with us.
Oh my gosh.
You don't
we thought we were prepared,
Don't forget my mirror.
I won't. Okay, I'll bring your stuff. We can like switch off. Once you put it in the table, then I'll bring the stuff down. Okay. All right. Anyway, we have to clean off the busted table in the dining room downstairs really quick. And then we're having a field trip. Anyway, how was everybody's week? Because we weren't here Friday. Call me when y'all ready. Oh, Pebbles, 8415. This is your first time. This is pretty regular. Yeah, this is us, basically. But welcome to MADCURLS Live. Tatiana had a good week, decent week. My sister had a baby. Oh, congratulations, babies. Watching the Golden Globes, but it's boring. I watched a little bit of the red carpet, but not really. I was watching it on Twitter, I guess you could say. Like, I don't know, the highlight kind of section on Twitter where like the hottest stories that are going like right now they'll have. So they had the Golden Globes and I was like clicking through, looking at people's dresses. I didn't recognize Jamie Lee Curtis. She had so much white hair. She looked like a snow queen. Like she belonged in Frozen. Like she had the white dress and she had white hair and like crystals. Like she was kind of popping. See, we're clear now. I don't know, Mom. Maybe it's you, girl. It's clear for me. I'm crystal clear. Clean it off that table. We're coming down. I said, no, because I think it's busted. So we're not going to keep doing this. We'll bring it down. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to tell her to stop and come back up, and then when she sits down, it gets busted again. I have no idea why that is. Hey, Ma. Madre. This is too much. Addie, you're coming back? Yeah, come sit down. I want to see if it's the both of us or if it can only handle one of us, because it is literally crystal clear right now.
Yeah, that's pretty clear. Okay.
Okay. So now we're clear.
Let's see. Looks pretty clear to me.
Yeah, so hopefully we stay like that.
Okay.
Okay. But you took all your stuff downstairs?
Just a few things. I have to, all right.
Do you want to go switch off? I'll go get it?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
All right. You take over.
Okay. It's just right there on the table.
Okay.
All right. Hi, guys. I'm back. Okay. So how you like my sitting haircut? Okay, I said it's like a painting, okay? It's like Rome wasn't built in a day. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. She nailed it. Just a little bit in the back has to come back. A little bit on the sides because she cut it kind of dry and then kept combing it with that rat tail comb. But nope, she nailed it. This is what I was talking about. I don't want big. I want shorter. So love it. Love the hair. Thank you, Tina. It looks so good. Thank you, Jan.
Now I can see it.
Happy New Year, SDG. They love it. See, I told you. I knew what I want. I like when you can like work with the stylist and you can explain it. So I took the picture that I had.
All these makeup bags.
Yes, of course, my makeup bags. I bought the picture in that I had when I was 3 months into the big chop, I think, and kind of like went off of that model, or was it last January? That Cream of Nature one, the one that I said that was what was going to make me have the that was going to be like the #1 because of that picture, that moment in time. But then we went left and did Alikay, but that was the look I was going for, and she pretty much nailed it.
Mm-hmm.
Just a little tweaking here and there. I was gonna have you tweak it tonight, but
you were, yeah, just a few pieces like here. I feel like, yeah, for you, like
That's
with
always
her,
my
it takes like
problem
2 shots. Like she cuts it and then she has to cut it again. So
Yeah.
now, like you like the shape, but there's just a few pieces that
yeah,
need to be
the
fixed, a
back
few
has to
areas.
just be shortened up just a little bit more.
All right, so folks want to know what we have in our hair. Should I start, girl?
Why don't you start?
Okay, so my hair is wet because we didn't get stuff going
Okay.
before we had to get on live. So my hair is still in the process of drying, but I'm testing the African Pride Moisture Miracle line. We did the pre-poo today, and then I got in the shower and I did the shampoo and the conditioner, and then I put in the leave-in and the curling cream. So the leave-in and the curling cream is in my hair right now.
Okay. I have Alikay Naturals. Of course, I shampooed black soap shampoo. Then I went in with the lemongrass leave-in. Is it Dulce? Dulce? I don't know how you guys
I think
pronounce
it's
it.
Dulce.
Dulce. Somebody told me the proper pronunciation, but I forgot. But anyway, that, and then next I went in with the cream brulee.
Yep. So they want to know what we think about the pre-poo. So we did it today, and your hair, you're gonna see it in the video. We're gonna put out the video tomorrow. Looked busted because you got your hair cut. And you went in with your hair basically like this, like curly, and it was done. But by the time she was done with it, it was like a afro poof.
Okay, I went into the salon with my hair like this.
Yes.
The way I normally wear, except
Like-
of course at the length that it was before I got it cut. But and we all know, I made that very clear that she was not a curly stylist. She
No.
just cut my hair when it was always relaxed. But I liked the way she always shaped my hair. So I said if she could take that same energy when she shaped it when it was relaxed and do this when it was curly, knowing what I was getting myself into, she knew what she was getting herself into. So we both kind of like almost took like a deep breath when she saw me appear, and I'm like, "You think you can do it?" She was like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Okay, well, like we'll walk through it together." And I kind of like guided her. We had the picture. I said, "Tay, don't leave," because you normally like want to go to the thrift store. I'm like, "Don't leave." I'm like, kind of like you'll be able to see the back and the sides. So that's kind of like what we did.
Yeah. So our hair, and then we lost. Our pipes burst or whatever. We lost water. So we haven't had water for like 2 or 3 days. So our hair was like, it well needed something. Our hair looked crazy. And so we both,
yeah,
we both did the poo. I just saw someone say that Lydia did it. Yeah, we saw that. I'm like, at all the products, I said, we both decided to review the same thing at the same time. So hers is out now. Ours is coming out tomorrow, but we both, I guess, decided to do the same product. So we reviewed the poo. I'm like, Mom, what are the odds?
I said the odds are what I said on New Year's Eve. I said we are all in the same community. Like let's stop this nonsense about being afraid to mention other influencers. Yes, Lydia Tefera did it. Like, we watched her videos, okay, and so she did it. She had,
I'm just saying, like, there's tons of products. So I said, how did we both do, like, and especially since African Pride pre-poo has been out forever.
And we didn't do the whole line. We literally just
did the pre-poo in our video. But anyway, that didn't answer anybody's question. So we tried it. Our experiences wasn't as happy-go-lucky as hers. I was super excited to try the product, but for me, you're gonna see in the video, like, I keep going back and forth, and the only time I really, like, solidified, like, what I thought about it was when I rinsed it out, and I was just like, no. So I'm gonna tell you guys now, like, I don't really like it. I like the slip. It definitely detangles your hair, but it just feels odd. Like, you're supposed to do it on dry hair. I feel like I need some water or something. It's just,
I think you said you asked Xavier in the room yet, and Xavier said definitely it needed to be used with water. I don't have a point of reference. I did have a point of reference because I don't pre-poo at all, ever. Oil, conditioner, nothing. I just get right in, and especially now with my hair short, my pre-pooing days never began. They will never begin. At this, I don't have to. It's like the simplest thing to do. So I liked what happened with my hair because it was dry. Like just don't strike a match near it, okay? It would have gone up in flames, okay? It was just that dry because, like I said, as she cut, she was starting to comb out with that rat tail, okay? And the more, you know how you comb out curly hair, like you comb this out and this is going to be a fro, like the beginning of a fro. Okay, so she was doing that, and fluffing it. It was so funny watching her cut my hair and then like cutting it and then trying to fluff it into shape, and it wasn't. It was just a frizz ball, okay? And so then I come home, like I didn't even want to go to a store. We were gonna go to the Big Y and get like their fish or something. Nope, we came straight home, and I couldn't wait to get into the shower and then turn on the water ice cold. And so for 2 days I sat just looking and complaining all over social media, whoever would watch. Like, wow. But today was the day, and I was able to get in and try to bring it back to normalcy.
Yeah, so I'm seeing everybody saying that they used water when they did it. The thing said don't use water, and you're going to see, like, on the video, like, I'm like, I need water, and you were like, no, I'm absolutely not using water because it says don't use water. But for me, like, it had, like, that gel feeling, and my hair felt wet briefly, and then it would dry, like the aloe would dry. It was like turning into a gel, basically. My hair was drying, and it was just, I needed water, and I didn't use water. But
106 Andy said, yeah, I spray hair with water when I pre-poo, and probably a lot of people do, but this was actually like a pre-poo, not like a homemade DIY at home, where I would use it if I did a DIY at home, but because we got a product that actually was guaranteed, like it was made for pre-pooing, so the direction said on dry hair.
Well, the Main Choice has a pre-poo. Does that one say to use water? Like, it said don't use water. And I could see where some people might not use water with it because it has a very gel-like feel. Yeah, it goes through the hair.
But the moment you put it through, it
dries like a gel.
But not drying. To me, it didn't dry my hair. To me, you put it through and it dries quicker than like a styling gel.
Yeah.
It was, as you went through, it was drying in place.
My type of pre-detangling, like out of the shower, I like using water and Aussie. Like that's what I do, water and Aussie conditioner. So this, I was like, I need some water. I mean, it definitely detangled our hair. It definitely has slip, but for me, it was like drying. And then once we got into the shower and rinsed it out, my hair didn't feel moisturized. I did not feel like my hair was like silky and moisturized and detangled. Like it felt kind of stiff. Like it was odd. It was really odd.
So Crystal Garcia said, just making a left turn here, she said, Lori, I brought and used Alikay black soap and went straight to deep conditioner. My hair felt little stripped. Did you do black soap, then deep conditioner, or did you use a conditioner? I have raved and raved and raved about that black soap the way I raved and raved and raved about Camille Rose in that creme restore. I love that black soap. It moisturized my hair so much. I don't even use a conditioner. I literally go, I use that, wash it out. Sometimes I might grab their coconut conditioner, but most of the times I don't. I go right into the lemongrass leave-in or whatever other line I'm using. I go right into that line, whatever their leave-in is, or if we're doing a one and done, whatever. I love it. To me, it moisturizes my hair. I am able to detangle with that soap in it. I figured it might dry because it is like that watery consistency. That's why I'm just astonished by the way it reacts to my hair, how liquidy it is, and the fact that it's supposed to be kind of like clarifying. I'm surprised that my hair reacts the way it does. To me, it's the most moisturizing thing I have ever used. I love it.
Mm.
But I'm not surprised that anybody else would probably have to go right in with not only a conditioner, but a deep conditioner because of the make of that watery black soap. So did you like it ultimately in the end, Crystal, or you didn't really care for it? I know I've raved about that so much. Y'all don't come for me because I love it. I said to you today, I said I'm not going to be using that African Pride shampoo.
Yeah, you didn't want to because I'm like, maybe we can just do the pre-poo and then go on and do like a styling video. But you were like, no, like I don't want to do African Pride today. So I was like, fine. So I went on and basically used this as a testing day. The shampoo and the conditioner from the line, I absolutely love. I think those are great. The shampoo and the conditioner, I like. The pre-poo, I probably won't be reaching for that again.
Thank you, Aries. She loves my cut. Hi, Leah Shabazz.
Amy Herndon. Is it Herndon? Did I say that right? She said, I tried Kinky Curly Custard for the first time yesterday. I love it, but I think I used too much, LOL. It's all trial and error with products. Like, using it for the first time, like, that mistake can definitely happen. Like, you don't know how much to put in of a product, how little to put in. So, like, today with the African Pride products, they're both, like, white creams. So, you know, you saw it and you were like, 2 busted white creams. And I'm like, well, we did the cream of nature, which was a leave-in cream and then a curling cream. And we really like that.
Yeah, so the last time I was kind of referring back to the last time we did African Pride, we did that whole line. And everything looked the same, smelled the same, was the same color. Maybe one was light pink, one was light peach. But I mean, you had to really look. I'm like, here we go again. So
no, the 2 products looked very similar. They look similar. They look identical, actually. And then touching them both, the cream is just a little bit more wet, but they were pretty similar.
But here you go. I said, I'm not having no parts of that today. I said, I'm going to have sickly hair for tonight.
Because you think I would have learned from when I went buck wild crazy with, what was it, the Shea Miracle.
Shea Miracle
I went and I bought every
yeah.
single thing in that line. I basically hated every single that line. And I think it was TV5. She sent us the cream, the leave-in cream, and the curling cream. And I was like, but I want the rest of the line. So like I bought the pre-poo, I bought the shampoo, and I got the rest of the line. I'm like, I hope this isn't busted.
And that would make
this will be the last African Pride purchase ever.
They just busted. Give their stuff away. Like, why are they giving it away? It's so like all the other natural brands, they're pretty pricey, okay? Even like at their cheapest, you think it's a sale for like $8.99. Why do they just give their stuff away at $3.99 and $5.99?
I don't know because they're like I'm very
concerned about that.
Okay, you don't like that they're so cheap. You think there's like fugazi, like there's something weird.
I don't know.
Like, you know.
All right, somebody named Elle said, "I love the Alikay black soap too, LoriAnne." See, Elle, I love it. I love, and the facial soap too. I said it looks like hog head cheese. And they told you to cut it when you get it. So I cut it, and I am still working on that one little sliver, because it's like a rectangle, and I just kind of cut it in half, and now I'm down to the, but I love that black soap. I really do. My face.
Amy, I don't always put gel down first and put the leave-in on top. I think it depends on the line and the product, so I feel like it can be done. I did it with CURLMIX, and then I did it again with Garnier Fructis. I don't know if that was a mistake, because I didn't really like those results, but you did it the other way, and you didn't really like your results, but your results were better than mine. I don't do it all the time. Definitely with CURLMIX, and I haven't really tried it with anything else besides Garnier Fructis. Actually, I tried it with Trelux, and I like that as well.
Putting down the gel.
I put down the serum first, then I put like the leave-in on top. So
I didn't want to try that when we tried Nature's Little Secret. I wanted to go according to script, and I loved that. That's what I went into the salon with.
I think I did it for Nature's Little Secret too, when I did the banana leave-in. I think I did. I think I put the custard down, then I put a little bit of the banana leave-in on top.
So I like my results with that video, so that's what I wanted my hair. I like the fact that it kind of gave me some length, it elongated, so I wanted to go into the salon so she could truly see like the elongation of my curl pattern, and that's what I put in my hair that morning before I got my hair cut. The whole what was it, it was the avocado moisturizer I put in first, and then the custard on top.
Yeah.
And
let me see, Marie Yummy 1? She's become obsessed with the Wetline Extreme Gel. Can you make a video? That's our wash and go for this week. So we have our treatment Tuesday, and then we did we show the Wetline Gel this week. So that's coming.
It's already filmed. Because we thought you were going to get your teeth pulled.
I've escaped my wisdom teeth for this week because of our whole water situation. So,
and it might be for a while because I think is Jen Love's nail polish on or in the darkness? Come on out into the light, because she put a bug in my ear, and that made sense. Like, she's in Connecticut. Like,
my hair is wet. Sorry.
Yeah,
my hair is wet.
Yeah, her hair is wet. And she said that the state loves pulling teeth. And I got that impression that they did, but I didn't really say anything. But once I got that validation that if you're on the state insurance, I'm not knocking it because I'm grateful to have insurance, period, because you guys know our situation. I was very grateful. But when I went in there and they didn't act like my normal dentist, and they found 8 cavities, and I go every 6 months, and I am 51, and I've been going since I have been in my 20s. Of course, when I was a child too, but I'm saying I can remember like being in my 20s and going every 6 months because my husband's just like obsessed with like dentists and teeth and all that. He's not a dentist, but he just loves like pretty teeth, white teeth, all that. So that was just like his thing, always going to the dentist. And then we just did that with our kids. So I know for a fact, okay, I did not have anybody's 8 cavities, and they took a gazillion x-rays.
They told me I had 11,
Yeah.
and we had just gone to the dentist 6 months apart. I'm like, I do not have no 11 cavities. Absolutely
And then they
not.
kind of got like a little edge, and then he said, well, I don't know what other dentists do, but he said, I don't know what he said, but we like do preventative. So I kind of like let that settle, and I was like, okay. And then the next time I went back, he said I was the nicest person he ever met. That to me was just all kind of like just talking, okay, just air, because he said to Adam, do you know I have never met anybody nicer than your mother? Now that was just like, some people might fall for that.
Adam was like, really?
Right. And he said to me when we went out, he said, that goes to show the clientele. He said, if they think that you're the nicest person that they ever met. So I said, that's just all just like trying to get in my head, like they think like complimenting me. I'm that much of an idiot, I'd fall for that. So that put me on my guard. And then when we had a serious emergency, no heat or hot water, and after having something like that, like your wisdom teeth pulled, not one of you guys, but 2 of my kids would have wisdom teeth pulled. We're all here under the same roof, needing showers and rinsing out your mouth and all that. And I said, they always tell you rinse out your mouth with warm water and salt and all that. And so we did. And so yesterday he started again the intimidation tactics that they would use on people on state insurance. Oh my God, they're going to be so mad at me. Oh my God, I'm going to get in trouble. Oh my God, the oral surgeon that's coming in on Sundays, he's going to be mad at you. Like, oh my gosh, where's my phone? What did I say? I wrote an email last night, a text last night, and I'm like, if he has a problem, if he is that unreasonable that he is going to be mad at an emergency, this is called an emergency. If he doesn't understand what an emergency is, give him my number, and I'll be happy to explain to him what an emergency is. And if he is that unreasonable, good time I found.
No, the dentist literally turned into like a plumber on the phone. He was like, have you tried this? Have you done this? Have you tried this? And it was like,
hey, you can get a temporary pump.
Yeah.
And it wasn't that kind of a problem. And so we did not, and I said, so it stands. We will not be there tomorrow, okay? And so that was that. But now we probably won't go back at all because he was just too persistent. He just wanted to pull these 8 teeth, 4 for you and 4 for Adam, and I'm just, no.
For me, like, I was just like, I don't know. I'm like, I don't know, because our other dentist, they were going to send me to like an oral surgeon. So I'm like, is he a dentist and an oral surgeon? Are there levels to this? Are there dental assistants? Then there's dentists. Then there's oral surgeons. I'm like, is he like the jack of all trades? Like, I wanted to know who was going to be sticking me with the IV, what kind of anesthesia I was going to be getting, and how long it had been sitting there. Like, I don't know. Like, so I was already saying, like, if I don't feel right about it, I'm not doing it.
See, Samantha Ivy said dentists get paid more when they extract teeth. Yeah, they probably do, and I think probably with the state insurance, because he showed me, he goes, Lori, come here, let me show you something. He said, now normal, like what they call it, viable insurance, meaning that it's not the state. He said, with viable insurance, we get $174 per tooth. He said, let me show you what the state pays. And then he showed me, like, the printout, and they said, we only get $49 for each tooth.
That's why they pull in like 10 teeth.
Yeah, so he's trying
to make it up to that price.
49 times 8. Let's see, 72, but out 2 carry the 7, 36 plus 7, like 40. Yeah, he's trying to basically try to make off the same amount of money, pulling all my teeth out of my mouth. My tooth hasn't been right since this one down here that he zzz, like that, and next time he started putting on spackle.
Yeah, they took them forever because they said I had 10, right? And so they were like, I was in the chair forever, and they numbed like my whole face. And then they only did 2, and they drilled for like 5 seconds, literally. After my whole face was numb, it was like basically, what does that sound? You bit like,
zzz, yeah, I've
they
never
filled it,
seen
and that was
such
that.
Quick drilling.
And I was like, are you sure there was a cavity there? Like,
they allot out an hour at my normal dentist for fillings. Okay, this was 4 they did in about 20 minutes. They went zzz, started putting on the spackle, zzz, started putting on the spackle. I'm like, and then they wanted to know if they could put silver. No. Not silver, no. So it was just, I said, thank God we found out in time. And I said, God always has another plan. And so all of this culminated in no dentist today. I was so glad.
Yeah.
And so now I'll
So in the video, I'm probably somewhere like on my deathbed right now because I got my wisdom teeth out. No, I'm not anywhere on my deathbed.
We're actually on live.
We're actually on live. So when you see that in the video this week, because I said, like, I'm probably laid up somewhere. I am not laid up anywhere.
Because we pre-filmed.
Yeah.
A lot.
We pre-filmed like all our videos, so.
Planning that you were going to be laid up. And she didn't want me to take over the channel, guys.
And so here I am.
So here you are. Yeah.
Did
Okay, so, all right, so let's see, because I keep seeing people say hi. Once I saw Domino Effect say hi.
Okay, I'm being anal with the backdrop. I was
Okay.
messing with the backdrop the whole time. I was getting ready to fall over. Somebody fix it.
I see Curly Taylor. I see Angela Marcinkovich, Samantha Ivy, DTW Texas is here, Caroline Rose is here, Ari Brown is here, of course. Amy Herndon is here, Nellie White.
Okay.
Love me some Nellie. I love Nellie. I dig Nellie, guys, because Nellie was there Christmas Eve with my Santa. Okay, as I go through NORAD. Okay, Nellie doing. It was just me and Nellie, just there looking for Santa through every state, every country, every territory. Nellie was right there liking what I was doing. Okay, so I dug that because normally I have friends from grade school that normally would do that with me, and they did. But like it was like my MADCURLS fam, like Nellie, like. Thank you, Nellie. All right, but anyway, we have Ashley Harris.
No, I didn't go to Virginia Tech. I just have a sweatshirt.
Okay, let's see, who else do we have? Is it Marie Yum1? Is that a new name?
I think there's a few new names.
Okay, who's new? Raise your hand.
People saying they love the cut.
Bree Bright. Thanks, y'all. Me too. See, this is what I was talking about. See, I know I have distinct taste. I feel so sorry for people that have to like cater to me because I am so specific. But if they get it right, I love it. But if they don't, I completely love it. Especially coming from some. See, I knew what I was talking about. I'm not knocking curly cuts because we were the main ones that were the ambassadors for the curly cut. And I'm not knocking them, but I just knew, being the age that I am, that I know that the trend for the natural community is length, big, and that's cool. And that's cool if you're young and that's what you're trying to go for. That's your aim, is to have all this length and all this big hair. It was not mine.
Hi DH, welcome to the MADCURLS channel. She's a new subby.
All right. So those weren't my goals. My goals were I big chopped, and that upset me very much in 2016. But as I started seeing hair does grow, I'm like, okay, people say it grows, and it does grow, and I was very happy with that. And so I let it grow and let it grow. But after a while, I'm like, okay, I don't want that. And my stylist said that I just didn't have the face for it wasn't doing a thing for me. Basically, she said.
She said you look busted.
Yeah, she just said your face isn't shaped for it's like dragging me down, or it wasn't complimentary. She said I like it when it's short, and I like it better when it's short too.
And a lot of the stylists said that I didn't have the face shape for the bangs that I got. Like other curly style, like people were just like, it was a look, but like it's not something that I should like go with basically for the rest of my life. Like it was okay.
You
but
didn't like it either, but really kind of. It took you a while to use.
It took me about 2 months to get used to it because I think at first the bangs were too short. They were like here. They were cut too short. So once they grew down, I liked it, and I liked it for a while. But until the bangs really started coming down, then there was the awkward phase of the bangs being too long. I couldn't flip it to the side because the bangs weren't long enough, and I couldn't have it here because the bangs were too long. And so now it's back to where I like it, but. Most of the time people say that I'm more of like a side sweat person than opposed to like a bang. So anytime they're like, thank God it grew out.
Yeah, you have to know what looks good on you. You have to know what you like. And I knew that it was just growing. No matter when I would get it cut, it would keep growing. And I would look back at my older videos and I was just like, I liked my short sassy hair. I love that. And so I didn't want to disappoint the channel. You guys love watching the whole journey of my growing hair, but y'all seeing that it grew out now.
Ashley Harris, we're gonna handle it. She said she loves your haircut, but can we snip this straggling curl in the back?
Oh,
there's a few.
I said that Rome was not built in a day, so I've already texted her and said, okay, now we need to just clean it up a little bit. So we're gonna work on the parts that I need. Okay, this has to be a little bit more tapered. Okay, yes, this is just kind of like hanging there. I saw it as we were sitting here with the whole busted pipe system, okay? And I said, okay, I said, Tay, is this still length here? I said, I believe it is. And sure enough, today, as it dried, this is definitely more length than I want. Okay, this is not what I want. I had this before. This has to go back here. This is always the part. And if I was brave enough, and I don't want to ruin what I have,
no,
I
apparently
would just...
there's one on your right. It's over here.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's all. Yeah, the whole back. This has to go. This is going.
It's going short.
This is going to get a little bit more in. So we're going... Like I said,
it always takes her 2 times and then we're good.
Then we'll be good. But you can see that curl definition. I thought like I really destroyed my hair with those highlights. You could see it came back because she did some serious cutting.
She's not playing.
Scissors.
There was a lot of hair on the floor.
My hair has never been this curly since I big chopped and it started growing back.
Yeah.
So
no, you know what you like. You like short hair.
Yep.
Your hair grows. You just don't want to let it grow out.
Nope.
It's not you.
Not me.
It's not you.
And I never knew it would not be me. I just thought, like, I really missed my shoulder length hair before, you know, the big chop emergency I had to do. But nope, I love it.
There's a question from Kimberly Wilson for you. Oh, of course you don't see it because you're nowhere near the bottom. Right here.
Let's see. Hi, LoriAnne. You and I are the same age. Are there any videos where you discuss challenges we face at our age? For example, hormonal changes or thinning hair, etc. I don't think a video in particular, but I'm always on our Friday Night Lives or lives now, like I'm always discussing hormonal changes. That's what started my big chop journey when I turned 40 and my hormones went wacky. My hair was falling out. I was losing my hair. I often talk about the male pattern baldness that runs in the family, where I stay natural because of the part here. You can't see it now because my hair is so short now, and I love it so it's more dense. But normally I have like a part. The more scalp I see, the more I know that that male pattern baldness is like kind of like setting in. So I really try to do different tricks and stuff. But a video by myself discussing that in particular, no. But I'm free to answer questions. Email me. I always answer women my age through the email because I enjoy talking to people, and especially women my age.
She's on Twitter now.
I'm on Twitter. I run wild on Twitter.
Yeah, we've had a MADCURLS one, and then I decided to open up an It's TaylorAnne one because I used to have one back in the day, and then I deleted it. But I'm like, no, I'm gonna try to get my Twitter back. And then you took over the MADCURLS one, and you've been just like tweeting. So if you guys have Twitter, it's MADCURLS, and you are on there.
But yeah, anything in particular or any just conversation, I love when women my age, or I guess maybe men my age, I haven't had that yet, but just talk about issues pertaining to us. I love that. Or any age, I always do as much as I can, as best I can when I see them, because guys, I have like I'm in my 40,000 emails. I just don't answer emails. I just do not answer emails. I'm terrible with that. But whenever I come out, or you might point out if they come through MADCURLS, like, Mom, there's one here for you.
Well, yeah, if they go through the MADCURLS one, I try to keep that pretty cleared out. So I'm like, don't be signing up for anything using the MADCURLS email. Just keep that like business, so we don't miss stuff.
Yeah, great. I'll email you. Yeah, Kimberly, definitely, because that's where I never sleep, as you guys know, and I'm up all night answering emails, and you're looking at me like, what are you doing? Coming on, and you see the light on, and I'm like, I'm emailing folks. I said, my friends. And you're like, Mom, you don't know all those. I'm like, yes, I do. I can relate. We can relate, women of the same age, to these things.
Of course.
So, I know I haven't been on Twitter so long. I'm shocked now that I am on there, and I'll go to really popular pages. Like, for instance, yesterday I went to Camille Rose. They have like 451 followers, or like, I'm like, Camille Rose? Like, I would think they would be like in the hundreds of thousands.
Oh, we're getting followers.
See, on Twitter, I'm now following you. Yeah, all y'all going over to Twitter. And I said, I guess I'll be talking to myself. I said, but I don't care because I love my own company. So, but yeah, I'm just really shocked. So Tentacles is dead as a doornail on Twitter.
Some companies are.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, CURLMIX is kind of active. Like, some companies are kind of active, some aren't. I guess they just pick and choose their platforms.
When I was talking yesterday and I was typing and I put the letter A in, and all of a sudden Afrotastic popped up and I got a kick out of that. I said, they call it the predictive word on iPhones when you start typing, and then all of a sudden a whole word comes up. Like, I can start BL and then maybe the word blanket would come up because it's always maybe in my vocabulary. So when I put A, Afrotastic, I didn't have to put AF. I mean, just A, and Afrotastic popped up. And I said, oh, wow. So then I went on Twitter and told Tentacles, and then I went to their page, and they haven't been on there since like 2017. So I'm like, that's the way people must have felt as us being MADCURLS, and they would tweet us things, and our channel was just defunct. Bad. Yeah.
No, back in the day, like, I was on Twitter back in like 2009, like 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Like, those were like the best Twitter years if you're like my age, like 25, and like you remember Twitter back in the day. And so now I feel like Twitter's like different, but back in the day I had like 4,000 followers on Twitter. Like, I loved Twitter, and so now I'm trying to get back into it again, but I'm like, maybe I'm too old for Twitter. Like, I can't get back into it again. Like,
Twitter.
I don't know.
You're like, Ma, stop liking everything. And I'm like, I want people to know that I've read it. And you're like, that's not, you said like goes into like a special place where you always want to see it. You said it's not like other social media where you like things to show like approval. She said you like it to save it to another person. She goes, you're liking everything, you're gonna muddy the like area. And I didn't know. I'm like, I just I would put something out there, somebody would say something, and I would like it, and you're like, that's not the way you do Twitter.
Yeah, I'm like, that's not how you do Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you're not gonna just clog up our like area with all of your just like random likes. I'm like, they're not random, they're specific to people that talk to me.
Yeah. The way Jay said, yes, they used to have black Twitter. Yeah, they had black Twitter, they had single Twitter, they had natural hair Twitter. Like, there's so many different like Twitters going on. So funny. But I used to love Twitter. So I'm like not following anyway. I'm like, where are all like the funny accounts I used to follow? Like, I gotta figure out how to work Twitter again.
Yeah, I didn't like Twitter because it made my speech concise, short, succinct, and to the point. And you guys know I love to go on and on and on. I always have stories before I get to the real story. I always have a backstory. And with Twitter, you have to think out your thoughts and just have like, what is it, 167 characters or less?
It used to be 140.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's more. It seemed like you wrote a whole lot the other day, and I'm like, that looks like a lot more than 140
and then
characters.
It turned red, and then it said like -15, so that meant I went over by 15. So then I had to start seeing, and I don't like all that talking. Like if I want to say talking, I want to say TALKING. I don't want to have to chop off the G, you know. And it's just I can't talk Twitter speak. So unless I can have complete sentences with English that I understand, then I can't. So but I've been doing good.
You have been.
And I always do the LA so that we figured.
I don't know. I just figured it was just another like platform to post our videos, try to get some views, that kind of thing. So, you know, post our stuff out there, promote our videos more this year.
Just have to have short sentences. I know.
All right, can we talk about celebrity news? Because I'm dying to talk about it, and I just want to get everybody's thoughts and feelings and feels.
Us that were on Twitter, we saw the thoughts, girl.
Thoughts, feels. So, did anybody watch Surviving R. Kelly? We watched the whole thing.
You should really more.
Yeah, see, someone D-Curly said R. Kelly. Yeah,
I was getting ready to say, did not say, did anybody watch? Say, what did y'all think? You don't know, you saw it. You know, like if I saw it, I know everybody else that saw it because you know I never kind of watch.
Who are you?
No, just people. I don't watch that. You know, I'm watching my crime channels.
I know. Well, we typically don't keep up with stuff like that, but for some reason our TV was acting busted, but then we got the Lifetime on an app, and like we were like catching up. And then last night we saw it while it was going on.
Because I was on Twitter, I started seeing all this buzz, and I'm like, what is going on? I said, with this R. Kelly thing. Now, the last time I ever heard about R. Kelly was when you and Spencer were in grade school, and you guys were so silly, just at really silly age, like 4th, 5th grade. They know enough to know something is not quite right, but they don't really know. And y'all used to laugh, I mean, just in hysterics about that.
The Boondocks.
Yeah, the Boondocks.
That was the only thing that we really knew about R. Kelly. Like, we didn't really get it. We just knew we loved watching the Boondocks, and that was just one of the episodes. But that used to be like one of the episodes we'd laugh at, and like we were young, we didn't know we didn't know we were laughing at or what it like really was.
Yeah, and then
we didn't even
get
it.
That crazy song, but I never kind of knew what the analogy. Like I didn't know. Last night I kind of like learned.
Well, I didn't know any of his songs had any analogies. Yeah. Like
once I heard those songs last night, like I didn't know he sang "Step in the Name of Love." Is that the one?
Yeah.
But I didn't know. Like I've heard his music, but I never knew who the artist was. It was just a song. I think when I was learning dances, one time I had to go to a wedding, and you have to learn the electric slide, and you have to learn the cha-cha slide, and then you like this new one, "Step in the Name." We had to learn that one. So that's the only time I ever heard it. And then last night when I heard it, I'm like, oh, he sang that song. Okay. But yeah.
I had no idea. Well, I didn't really follow Aaliyah like that either. I have a few of her songs on my playlist, but I wasn't really like obsessed or like knew about Aaliyah, so I didn't know about her personal life. I had no idea she married R. Kelly. I didn't know any of that. So the whole documentary to me was just like my mouth was open the whole time. Domino effects that I couldn't take it. I barely could take it either. We saw part 2 and part 3 on the same day. We saw part 2 on the app and then part 3 on the TV, and like I was like, can we just see part 3 tomorrow? I'm like, I can only take this in intervals. Like it's too much.
Yeah, Yolanda Mondi, she said, I just wish people would step outside themselves and try and understand how those women could have stayed. Yeah, I think that we have to understand that. I mean, as they explained it and as it went on and as their parents appeared, the mother and the father sitting there wanting their child back, especially that one where the mother went all the way to California.
Dominique.
That one Dominique, and she went to the hotel, and then her daughter saw her, and then she got the message that the police said don't come back. Her daughter didn't want to see her. I'm so glad. I said that is a mother. That is a mother that she did not quit. Like she was persistent, and come to find out, basically he was telling her what to say. She really wanted to see her mother, and see, a mother never gives up. I was just like so happy when I saw that. I said to Taylor, now that's a mother. I said a mother never leaves, and and she did it until she got her daughter out. Even though at the end you said she went back.
It said at the end she went back for 3 days, but then she's back with her mother now.
Okay.
Yeah, but
yeah. So
It's just so sad, and they all kind of had, well, some of them had like the similar story where they thought he was gonna help them with like music and whatnot, and that was just never the case, and it was just terrible. Yeah. It was terrible.
What do you think will become of it? Do you think now, because you know, once these movements get started, like they snowball and something is done, do you think something will get done now?
I said I don't think he's gonna be the last one. I said I think this is like a thing now where, you know, Bill Cosby was first, R. Kelly's coming out, and like I'm just waiting to see who's gonna be next. I think it's gonna be a thing. Everyone's gonna start getting called out.
Far worse than Bill Cosby, and that's like an 80-something-year-old man. They threw him in the jail, so I don't know how R. Kelly is still walking around with what we heard.
They said, I saw, I don't know if it was on the Shade Room or Baller Alert or something on Instagram, they said R. Kelly still hasn't seen the documentary yet. He thinks it's disgusting. We'll join the club. We all think it's disgusting.
Just like us.
We all think it's gross.
He's too much into himself. He knew. Now, you really believe that he didn't see it? He was tuning in with popcorn. He definitely saw it. Yeah, they just say that. I wouldn't even bother wasting my mouth to say something like that, because who cares one way or another whether or not he saw it? If he didn't see people around him, definitely saw it.
Yeah, there were like sources say he has not seen the documentary yet. He thinks it's disgusting.
No,
like we all do.
No, we think he's disgusting, but you know, yeah, you have to be so careful.
And then Sarah, yeah, she said, "What can you expect from someone who calls himself the Pied Piper?" When they really broke that down, I'm like, wow. I mean, I knew he called himself, but like I didn't know what a Pied Piper. I didn't know what that was. And when they explained like what I think what was his name, Chamillionaire, whatever his name is, Chameleon, that guy. When he like explained what that was, and I'm just like, wow, that's just like wow.
And people still protect them. I know, Ari, they do. The police were on the payroll. They said in Atlanta and Chicago. And I'm sure that they will continue.
Okay, so the Pied Piper, they said that was like, it's kind of like some type of fairy tale character or something, but like he played music to lure kids in by music. So
though I never knew that. I knew about the Pied Piper. There's like a little nursery rhyme, but I didn't know like the dark side of the real Pied Piper story. But he compared himself, they said, kind of like just boldly in the face of people, because those that do know who the Pied Piper is, he boldly said, "I'm the Pied Piper," knowing that he represented, for those that know like the dark side of the Pied Piper, that he is just boldly out there luring innocent people in, and always like with young girls.
Yeah, with music. So it was like with music, the Pied Piper like brought kids in, and so he called himself the Pied Piper of R&B, which we hear that on some of his songs, like opened up. What is it? Pied. What am I saying? Whatever it is.
Pied Piper.
Whatever it is, it's gross.
Pied
that he would
Piper.
Call himself that, like, and he really does in the beginning.
Harrison Pied.
Like, no. And then when they like said what it was, I'm like, that's just wow. Like, it's been in our face like all these years.
Okay, so let's see. I am from the UK. Allison Hilton said, "Hi, Allison."
But yeah, no. That whole thing has just been bugging me since I saw it.
Okay, do I dare say it? Like, all right, am I the only one that thinks, all right, Aaliyah?
Oh yeah, now you're on this kick because you were like, what happened to Aaliyah? I'm like, that she died in a plane crash, and you were like, he did it. Like,
I think because the girl that was crying on there, the girl named Lisa that was crying, and she said she couldn't believe like her life was going to be taken, and she was just distraught by that, over those tapes. And I just thought, now I don't know a lot about like R&B music and all of that, so when I heard about the plane crash, I was just devastated because of the age of the young girl, and I just thought, who's Aaliyah? Now to this day, what do I have? I think, what did I get? They had like a sale at Ulta. Aaliyah, I got the bronzer. I think it was normally like $28. I think I got it like months ago.
So that's, I think
I didn't know anything about Aaliyah.
Flaxseed said Aaliyah stayed away from him for years. So when did she die? When she was she 19?
She married him. All right, she started.
Was she 20?
19? They got together when she was 12. I think they married when she was 15, even though they adjusted the documents to say she was 18. And then maybe, I don't know, they had the marriage annulled after 2 months. So maybe, I don't know.
That was just weird. And they were like, they had on it. The guy that was his assistant, he was like, every time like he gave information, he was like, he had this look on his face, like this grin, like he was reminiscing on like old times. Like he was like, yeah, like, I forged documents for them. Oh, yeah, I did. Like, stop. Like he wrote that she was 18 when she was 15. Like,
but you have to have a straight head. You have to not be so starstruck. And I think people that surround people, like big people, like say Elvis Presley, like the Michael Jacksons of the world, they are just so happy to be in that world and be as as R. Kelly said, runners. Like, I wish to goodness I would run for somebody. Okay, I don't care who you are and what you do. I am not running. I could barely run for myself. All right. And so people that really want to be in that world, though, they're just so happy starting off with just the minuscules of jobs just to be in that world. And so I don't know what that headspace is like to want to be in the celebrity world so much, but I think that the parents have to take so much of an onus. Some of them, I felt very, 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 very bad for them. However, I still think that you have to just really be on it. Yes, they were on it as much as they could, especially those parents of that girl that still, they haven't seen her in 3 years since 2017. Azriel, yeah. And then her sister,
Jocelyn.
Isis, went down there.
Yep.
They couldn't be on it anymore. I mean, you have to see that when you have a teenager that's 17 and they do start those threats, like, if you don't let me do this, I'm going to do this, you know, then it's just a matter of time. They just wait. When they turn 18, they're going anyway. So you want to be reasonable as a parent, but I don't know. I can't even like say anything more about it.
Can you imagine the teenage girls though? Like, especially Azriel, like she wanted to be a singer and they kept playing, like her voice was really good, and then to meet R. Kelly, like, and he said he's gonna do something for you. Like, as a teenager in my mind, I'd be like, oh my gosh, like I'm getting ready to be a star. Like I can see that mindset. Like he's gonna help me out. Like, mom, dad, like, are you kidding me? Like, this is R. Kelly. He's gonna make me a star. Like I can see that. And then,
I don't like when he picked them up the audience and told them to get on stage, and then they have to go out through the back door. Like I didn't like that, you know. Because if they picked you up and put you on the stage, I would like basically be watching you. I would get up from my seat, be right there at the foot of the stage, and then as you went around back, I would have been right. You know, I would have. Okay, you know, I would have. That's just my nature. So I'm like, wait, not so fast. Everybody climbing on these buses, or everybody out the back door. Like, it's just as far as I could get away with it. I don't know what it is to be around a powerful person with that kind of money. I do a lot of things, but I've never been up against anything like that. So I'm just speaking about what the little world that I am in and what I can control my space here. I don't know what it's like to be around that kind of money, that kind of celebrity, and that kind of power. And I wouldn't want to be. And so we have never been that impressed with titles, celebrity, power, money at all. We really haven't been. So
we always say, like, I don't know who I'd be crying for. Some people go to concerts and cry, like,
and passing out and everything. Like, I never think anybody's better than me. I just don't. I just really don't fawn over. And because we're all people, like I saw on Facebook the other day, we all have the same size grave at the end of the day. I don't care how big your house is here. Like, we all gotta be in dirt eventually one day, the same size. So you have to keep that in perspective. That puts you in perspective real quick.
What were we doing? What were you doing earlier that I said I was going to be? I said it again today. I was like, we're hiring on the channel. I'll let the people know. I forget what you were doing, but we were hiring. I'm going to say it now again. We're hiring on the channel.
I'm never bothered.
You said, nobody's better than me. Okay, go.
Let's see. Okay, we have Lisa Powell here, Original Hershey. We have Sydney Budgewood. She thought she was going to miss us because she was in church, as I used to call her child, church. She was in church, so she didn't miss. We have the J-Way. Sharon D. Johnson, Flower Tress 06. Domino Effect, celebrities don't impress me. No, I don't know if there's ever one that I'd want to meet. I think I would have wanted to have met Barack Obama probably back when he was in the White House. Now, if I met him, like, I wouldn't be breaking my neck now. I would have wanted to have met him when he was in the White House, but that's the only one that I think that recently that would come to mind. But I don't know if there's really anybody out there that I would really, and even at that point, I think he was very close to us at one point in Bridgeport, Connecticut. And I think he was president, and I wasn't.
We got real close during the Sandy Hook shooting.
Yeah.
When all those little kids died in the elementary school and he came, they cut the people going in off like 2 people ahead of us. We
Literally.
were so close to
so
getting
what we got handed was some Red Cross blankets, and we froze. And I said, and you heard his voice. That was his voice. You know, Barack Obama has that distinct voice. I'm like, oh my gosh, like we were like this close, like we like are in walking distance. The only like we just burst through the door, like he'd be there. But of course, not during that time. Are you kidding me? During that Sandy Hook thing? No way. But he did come to the auditorium and talk to all the parents and all that, and we lined up out there. We were so excited, but we never made it in. But
Jan said, I want to meet my significant other and not be bothered.
Right.
I second that motion.
I'd like to meet Michelle Obama. Who read that book? I'm a reader. I haven't gotten the
Ashley
book.
Harris got to meet him. She said I got to shake his hand and I about fell out.
Where at?
Probably at Morehouse, girl.
Right. Oh, that's right.
Wait,
Forgot
Morehouse, Spelman? Which one?
Spelman,
Spelman?
right? Yes.
Spelman.
Yeah, we have educated sister up in the house. Yeah. Okay.
I want to meet Leonardo
Michelle
DiCaprio.
Obama. Oh, you and that Leonardo DiCaprio. Ever since that Titanic movie. Because you're such a romantic.
Ever since.
Yeah.
Since what? I was like 5.
Mm-hmm.
I love Leonardo DiCaprio.
What stars you guys will be surprised. Like, you know what, guys, I'm thuggish, okay? You guys will never guess.
Oh my gosh.
Years. Like, you are just, like, blown away by who I just love watching.
You just
entertaining.
love him.
I just think he's just, like, everything. Like, guys, you guys will just be, like, blown away. Don't tell him yet.
I'm not.
Let's see if anybody
Should
can
we give
guess.
him a hint, though?
No, let's see.
Because it could be an actor, it could be a singer. Like, should we give him a hint?
Okay, you can give a hint.
So it's a singer.
Okay.
It's definitely a singer.
Of sorts.
Of singer.
Right.
Rapper, singer,
Okay.
rapper, singer.
I heard him speak at
At
Morehouse, too.
too.
We're still
Wow.
talking about Barack Obama. Okay.
Oh, at a rally in Ohio. First
Okay.
ran.
I'm 54, and when I big shot October 17th, I couldn't find anything with women my age. Everything seems to be geared toward younger folks. Exactly. And as you know, there are hair challenges that are unique to my age bracket. Absolutely. That's why I think our channel is good, because you would be surprised about the age. I think we took a poll one time. What are our ages on this channel?
Anywhere from like 13 to like 68, I think.
Mhm. Yeah.
Oh, wow, that was fast.
All right, let's see. Who said that? Absolutely. I've never seen that name before. Is it KMY? Yep. It's Snoop. I love Snoop
She
Dogg.
loves Snoop Dogg. I'm like,
I love Snoop Dogg. I don't know why. Like, something about Snoop Dogg. I just like, he's just so street. He's just so thuggy. I love Snoop Dogg.
oh my
So,
god.
yeah.
I can't.
I don't know any like backstory. If you guys know backstories and all, like any dirt, like I don't know anything about Snoop Dogg other than his look and like just his way of being. But anything else really about him. So for me to like openly say that you guys,
Yeah,
will
you
be,
better hope
know,
no Snoop Dogg documentary come out.
right? Like, well, I ain't Snoop Dogg. I just said I like Snoop Dogg.
Oh, okay.
All the documentaries come out all I want to, but yeah, I don't know. It was just something about Snoop Dogg. I'm like, I don't know. I think he reminded me of my first boyfriend in high school.
Really?
Yeah, he's just like so street to me. Yeah, you know how girls are always attracted to like the street thugs, and it just reminds me of him for some reason.
That's so funny.
Yeah, I love Snoop Dogg too. You're like, Ma, Snoop Dogg. I'm like, yeah, Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, no, you love Snoop Dogg. Just don't call him Snoop Dogg.
That's what he calls himself.
Snoop Dogg. Like, I just can't.
Martha Stewart will fight you. Who's Martha Stewart? Is that his wife?
No.
Oh, Martha Stewart. Did he do that show? Martha Stewart. Martha
Here
Stewart.
we go.
Snoop Dogg.
Birdman. Does Birdman play the guitar? Like,
I know somebody said.
Is that his wife?
I thought maybe they made him prison or something. I don't know. I know Martha Stewart, as prim and proper as she is, can have him on the show. They do a show together. What's wrong with little old LoriAnne like it's Snoop?
Oh my god, I can't. I literally can't. Is that his
That
wife?
is why we're all laughing. Guys, I know who Martha Stewart is, but when somebody said that, like, there's lots of, you know what, if you are on Facebook, like, find out how many people have your name. Do you know how many LoriAnne Wesleys there are on Facebook? Do you know how many LoriAnne Wesleys there are in the world? Like, I am not the only one with that name. So I'm thinking Martha Stewart is another woman. I don't know. I thought maybe it was his wife.
Girl. I can't.
It's because she's a felon. That's why I said maybe they met in jail or something.
He didn't go to jail.
No, he did, but he's like that jail type-ish.
Okay.
Like that type.
Well,
that
I just
would.
said that's all matter of fact. Has Snoop Dogg ever been to jail?
I don't know.
I don't know who's been to jail and who hasn't been to jail.
I don't know.
You know whose voice I find fun?
Who?
T.I.
I like T.I., yes.
I like T.I.
T.I. just got just a lot of burdens, just a lot of responsibility. That's just a lot of kids.
You said
Mhm.
burden?
Mm-hmm.
Mom?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it is. Like, that's just a lot of responsibility that he takes seriously. Good
Yeah.
for him. Bravo. So, but that's just a lot of heads, as my grandmother would say. A lot of heads. That's a lot of mouths to feed, a lot of responsibility. So, that's just what it is.
I think it might be time to shut live down. I can't. Wow.
I'm going to show you what you have to do on this side of the table because obviously we're hiring on
May
the channel.
I remind you that this is live?
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You said what you said?
I say what I say.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I'm 51 and I say what I say. unapologetically, unless it's offensive to someone, and then we'll talk. Okay, meet me outside. All right. He does have a certain kind of swag. I think it maybe is voice. Is it laid back? Yeah, right. It is laid back.
No, shut it down now. LoriAnne just getting turned.
Just warming up. I've been away from the cameras and the audience for how many days now? Got me locked up.
Girl, I didn't have you locked up.
Mm-hmm.
You just didn't want to be on because your hair was shot up.
Yeah, but if you see the video, you'll see, guys. I did go on. I absolutely did go on with my hair. Really, look at it. I try to kind of disguise it by putting on a lock sock, but no, it was shot up like a volcano, just dry, no definition, just dry. And y'all see that video.
But yeah, who are some of your guys' favorite celebrities?
Okay, so FH Nurse Mom, she's canceled. She wants my job. Okay. I wanted to submit my application. Y'all have too much fun.
A lot of these companies about to be canceled because this giveaway stuff is still stressing me out.
I know.
Wrong, like, tracking numbers, stuff not being shipped out.
We are like mid-January and it's people took
January
vacation.
January 6th.
Mid-January. I always take it to the nearest 10. Like people go on vacation, they see a giveaway's underway and they literally pull down the shingle and went on vacation. Like really? Seriously? So it's not us.
And I'm like, oh, we sent it. We thought we sent it.
Mm-hmm.
And then you send the email and you get the automated email back. Like, we're out of the office until January 12th. Like, no.
Yeah, like, wow. I'm like, they didn't just say that, did they? Yeah.
There's so much that goes into giveaways. It could all be so simple. Just do it.
I love Samuel Jackson, 1922 Misty Blue set. Okay. Let's see, who else? Oh, yes. Is it Idris? Idris Elba? Definitely him.
Michael B. Jordan.
Who's Michael B. Jordan? Michael Jordan?
No!
Who's Michael B. Jordan?
Why, he's an actor.
Okay, I don't know
He was in Black Panther.
Okay, well, you know I didn't watch Black Panther. I tried and I fell asleep.
You said, is that Michael Jordan?
Yeah, because, well, I guess I should have known by the B, but I thought somebody else be extra. Okay, because like Vanessa Williams, we knew her as the beauty queen, and then when the real Vanessa, like there was another one that was Vanessa Williams before her, she was just low key, and then we all knew the one that won Miss America, so she was Vanessa Williams, but no, the other one rose up and said, I've been on like the what is it, the Hollywood, what is that thing in Hollywood when you have to sign up? Oh, Screen Actors Guild. She was there first, and she proved it. So then Vanessa Williams that won Miss America had to change her name to something different, put an initial there, and there was only one original Vanessa Williams. And just because she didn't have like celebrity, that was too bad. She already had filed with the Screen Actors Guild years prior, so she got the name Vanessa Williams.
Jesse Smollett. You know Jesse Smollett, right?
Nope.
That was the Empire. Who was he on Empire?
Oh wait, Jesse. Wait, with this, is that the second son? I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
What was his name? Oh my God, we haven't seen Empire in so long, but we love Empire.
Yeah.
Wait, don't tell me. Wait. Okay, there was Hakeem. There was Andre, and oh my gosh, he's my favorite
was
one.
Obnoxious.
What was his name?
I don't remember this. What was his name on the show?
Oh my gosh, it's gonna bug me. No, I'm gonna get it. Okay, there was Hakeem. There was Andre.
Has anyone seen the Green Book?
I don't know.
No, I haven't.
Jamal.
I haven't seen the Green Book, but is the Green Book kind of like the historical history of when African Americans would travel and they would have to have this Green Book? Something about that? Is that what that movie's about? I think I saw somebody in my family, my cousin, talk about the Green Book.
Someone said Johnny Depp. I love Johnny Depp. There's something about Johnny Depp.
Yeah. Yes, okay. But what was that about? About the Green Book that we had to carry when we would travel? Yeah, it was a travel guide where like Black people were accepted to go where they could stay without being kind of like bothered and harassed. And, you know, when you went into the South, there were places that you couldn't sit at the counters and all that. And the Green Book kind of was like a guide where Black people could sit. Is that it? Yes. Okay, they're saying that's it. Correct. Yep. Okay.
Matthew McConaughey.
I want to see that one.
I like him too.
Is it out now? That would be a great movie to see, the Green Book.
For us to see?
Yes. Is it out now? Is it in the movies? Is it out on DVD now?
Good night, PR 912.
Good night, PR. It's not about the book at all. What's it about, Ari? It's still in theaters. Okay. Happy Three Kings Day. That's Catholic holiday. Let's see. Today is the 6th, or is it we're at midnight? Okay.
It's the 6th.
Okay. Yeah, I remember that when I used to go to Catholic school. I had them all down pat. I remember them, but now that they say it, it brings it back to memory. Yes, Catholic.
Some busted gingerbread cookies.
Yes.
They're over there.
Where are they at? Okay. Taylor did some baking today.
A little bit. They're a little busted, so don't judge me.
We didn't do the cutouts because we were just trifling this Christmas. So what we did, we rolled them up because the dough was going to go bad. Remember, we couldn't wait to have the gingerbread dough, so we never did anything with it. And then we started seeing the expiration date, and we knew we had to get on it, so we did. And now we just rolled them up and dropped them.
Yep, drop gingerbread cookies.
Mm-hmm.
Not bothered.
It's in the theaters. I watched it yesterday. Hello, Casilda Harrison. Down south. I mean, down south. Yeah, my mother went through that. I didn't go through that necessarily when I went down south with my grandparents. I don't know if it was like that. Let's see, back in the 70s or 80s. I don't think it was like that. My mother was born 1948, so when she would travel down south, like it was in the 50s, so it might have been worse than, I don't know.
So this movie's in theaters?
Mm-hmm. The friendship in the movie was touching. I still never saw that movie that was on TV yesterday, and then I said, oh my gosh, that's the movie I always wanted to see.
The Help.
The Help. I wanted to see that. I never saw that. But what I loved was it The Butler? Was it?
Oh, The Butler.
I loved The
You
Butler.
cried like a baby at the end.
I did cry like a baby at the end because just the history of all the presidents, and then at the end, that older black couple that got to see Barack Obama become president. Like, what a thing to see. I'm glad that my grandparents were alive to see an African-American man finally become president. I just thought that was fantastic. And at the end, I just cried. I'm like, oh my God, I can't help it. I can't help it. I'm like, for black people that never thought it would happen, you know, they showed the whole Martin Luther King thing, and, you know, I may not get there with you, you know, I love that. And he didn't, but yet the moment still happened. And I just thought it was fantastic. Yeah, I sure did.
What else did you get emotional? You got emotional with the Hidden Figures.
Hidden Figures. Yeah, that brilliant. That girl that knew those numbers, and they needed her to launch that rocket or whatever it was. I mean, that math, like her brain was just incredible. And is she still alive?
The woman who did it? I mean, the real person?
Yeah,
I believe she is. Yeah, she's still alive.
Yeah, I know at the time when we saw the movie she was, and she was...
Good night, Karen Spearman.
Yeah, good night.
I think the only movie I cried in theaters was, what's that movie we saw in theaters? Oh, wait.
Beauty and the Beast?
No, The Best Man Holiday?
Oh, yeah.
The Best Man Holiday, the second one, I was done in that movie.
Yeah.
I can't listen to the way Monica sings Have Yourself a Merry Christmas. It just reminds me of that scene, that girl crying in the bathtub. I can't.
Yeah, Christmas carols are just kind of sad in a way, sort of, because the holiday is a great time, but for some and for others, it's just painful. And songs like that, Have Yourself a Merry Little, I mean... Yeah.
No, Christmas carols really are hit or miss. There's those ones that are like really upbeat, and some songs you can make upbeat, but it depends on the tempo of the way the person's singing it, like how it will make you feel. So no, the way Monica sings "Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas," my nerves can't take it.
12 Years a Slave made me tear up. I love that movie too. Yeah, that was something. All that was going on behind the scenes there. Just the whole idea of just the slave ship and everybody just being strapped down and everybody just
what movie?
12 Years a Slave.
Oh yeah, did you see that?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, no, there's only so many of those types of movies I can take. Like, I saw The Butler, and then I think you wanted me to see like 12 Years a Slave. I'm like, I can't just watch movies like that. Like my nerves, like I never saw Django. Like I can't. My nerves can't take that. You like watching stuff like Roots. Like you'll put Roots on and go to bed.
Yeah. Like how can you watch, like it's heavy duty? I'm like, I know I do, but then again, I'm the one that puts on crime channels and goes to bed, okay? Yeah. Like that's like my background noise. I definitely do. So yeah, no, I do put those on because it's just something I grew up with. Maybe I didn't talk to you about it enough because it just freaks you out. You just don't like to know about slavery and things like that. You just do not like slavery movies.
I mean, not that I like I know about it. I just don't necessarily want to watch it. Like, I love historical movies. I love movies like The Patriot, you know, Pearl Harbor. I like watching things like based on history, but like certain things, I don't want to watch movies on slavery. Like, I don't want to watch that. Like, my nerves. Like, I don't want to see the whipping and the tearing families apart. Like, I can't. I can't watch that.
The tearing of the families apart. Yeah, that's too much.
But like, I can watch like historical movies on war and stuff like that. Like, I can watch a movie on the Civil War, but if it's a movie just strictly based on like slavery, like, I don't want to see that.
Okay.
My nerves, girl.
Your nerves can't
can't take it.
You won't.
I won't, because you were like, let's watch.
And then I won't force you, because like
no.
there's certain things like you could talk me into, and certain things I could talk you into. I'm like, you know, we'll go upstairs and watch Murders. I always have like my English accent, and then you'll give in. But some things you just are adamant about. Like, I don't want to see that.
Kimberly Vincent, nope, I won't do that one either.
What's
my gosh, Passion of the Christ. People just watch that just to watch it, and I'm just like, I can't.
Yeah.
And like in church when they play it on Easter, my head is down. Like, I can't.
Yeah, no, that one I only saw when they play it in church on Easter, but I do not.
Exactly, Ashley Harrison is too much.
Too
much.
Yeah, I've never watched it on any device around here
because
it's too much. It's too much.
Way too much.
Okay. Bye, Jasmine Roman. Bye.
Like, I've seen it once and that's it. Like, I don't need to watch it. Like, every year, you know, they start playing like around Easter, like all those kinds of movies. Like, I don't want to see it played out with an actor, and I don't want to see that.
Lovely Bliss said I can't watch movies with racism. Let's see. Can't watch Passion.
Now, Trolls, on the other hand,
they play it at church. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do.
Yep, they make that Easter, part of like the East, like Good Friday.
Yeah,
they'll play at Good Friday services.
Yeah.
You know.
And then Easter Sunday as well, right? Do they or no?
I think it's more a Good Friday thing.
Okay.
It might be more of a because typically like Good Friday they'll have like Good Friday services where like they go like all out, and then there's like Sunday mornings, like the Sunday morning Easter service.
Okay.
But the Good Friday, that's when it happened. Friday, and then the Sunday. Yeah. So yeah.
See Latoya Bates. Hey.
Oh, and I know I said the other day that Harry Potter was going to be coming on Netflix. Someone said that was just for the UK and Australia or something. It's not going to be the United States. I was like, busted.
Oh. Why they have their own Netflix in the UK? It's different from what we have here?
I guess. Girl.
Wow.
We're not getting it, girl. But I guess we'll see on the 15th if they release it.
I know, right?
But
wait, who said it? One person said it, or
this person
where'd you get that? Yes.
What's going on?
There's CCJ. Why'd she pop up in the room? Have you seen any of the different series that Henry Louis Gates does? No. What does Henry Louis Gates do, Yolanda?
CCJ, your t-shirt order was canceled? What, did they send you an email and say it was canceled? For those of you who don't know, we opened up a merch store on Teespring. And that link is in our description box. So we do have Mad Curls merch now.
All the crazy things that we say in our videos on the channel.
Did they send you your money back? Or
did they say why it was canceled?
No, she said no explanation. So maybe try it again. They didn't charge you and they canceled it. I don't know why they would have done that. They just canceled it.
I was a little thrown off today too. I said I wonder if it's something that we need to address. We're seeing like duplicate charges, but it's not. It's like you might have a grand total, but they break it up maybe the way they ship it out, because sometimes it'll say like 3 days left or like 3 hours left. I think they print they get like a bunch together, and then they'll print maybe everyone that might want a red shirt or something like that, and they'll print all those together. They'll say 3 hours left.
Yeah.
And then
So the way they do it is there's like a printing rotation. So they print like every 3 days, and so like they just print it. I think like the busted shirts they printed, and the was it the one not bothered shirts were printed. But they have like a thing where we can see where like every 3 days they'll have a print cycle. But they consider each of the shirts like different campaigns. So the only way, like you'll see like we'll have like not bothered shirts, dark colors, not bothered shirts, white colors, because I couldn't put them all like on one, because like you can't change like the color of the font for some reason. So I had to do like the dark colors with the white font and the light colors with the black font. And so they consider those 2 different campaigns. So if you buy one from the light and one from the dark, you'll get charged, but the way it's showing up in our bank accounts, it's like it'll say 2 orders from Teespring, but when you'll add it up, it'll be like the total of your order, but they'll split it up by campaign.
I know, I started accusing you.
I know you were like, why does this say 31 here? Why is this 31 there? I'm like, Mom, that's your busted T-shirt.
Like,
that's your not bothered T-shirts. Like they broke it up by like the campaign. Like,
I'm like, did we decide to do? First, we were gonna like do it together to think that we could save on the shipping but you simply just could not do it no matter what we did. So we split it up. We thought, but then today when I started seeing that it was like it looked like it was double charging me. No, it was just the way that they were breaking it up as they were shipping it out. I guess.
CCJ, like no, you don't. Because once the time limit is up, it just starts like another 3-day rotation. So you said you contacted them. Wait to see what they say. But there shouldn't like you. I don't know why they would cancel your order. I have no idea why. Because the only thing is, if like you just have to wait like every like 3 days, then they print a new cycle of them. So I don't know why they would do that. But yeah, if you see like anything like funky in the way it's like laid out. Because when you check out, there'll be one price, but in your bank account, they might break that price up by campaigns. So
Carrie Wheeler said, I start my new job tomorrow. Guys, my hubby is my trainer. I'm a tanker driver.
Cool.
What's a tanker driver?
Like a tank?
Is
Well,
it?
probably not a military tank.
I don't know. What's a tanker driver? So CCJ said, while we're waiting for Carrie to answer, so I have to get in before the time limit? No, I don't think so. I think that they're just letting you know when it will ship. So if you order, say, today.
She delivers fuel.
Oh, okay.
Hey.
One time, one shirt said 3 hours and one said 3 days. So they said you have like 3 hours left. And then if I looked back an hour later, maybe it's like you have 2 hours left. I think for that particular cycle of printing. Yeah. And then if you miss that, that's okay. They'll start like brand new. I think every 3 days they print.
Yeah.
So if you missed the 3 hours one, you didn't get it in, then the next day it'll start brand new. Or like the next time you do it, if you miss it, they'll just start like brand new.
But I don't think they see that, like the countdown. I think we only see it.
Oh.
So we see it, but they don't see that. But no, like just because you don't get into a cycle, like once that cycle ends, that means like they're printing all the shirts that made it up into that cycle, and then they'll print again another 3 days.
Okay.
So you can they'll still take orders though.
What do they see? Do they see that they print every 3 days, or do they think that when they push the order button that
they give them like a timeline, like when you can expect your shirts, when it's going to be printed, that kind of thing.
Okay.
Yes, there are. So if you go into the description box on like this live video, you'll see it should be right there. It'll say new MADCURLS merch, and like there'll be a link there. We also put it on our community page, and our videos going forward, it'll always be in the description box, but there's a link there.
Fuel pumps. I know, I'm just trying to figure out how to read the fuel tank and how to know when you have some
Michelle
left.
Greenland, she's new.
Oh,
We
okay.
like new people.
We love new people on this channel. Lieutenant said, welcome, Michelle.
Only one shirt went and they canceled the other? Is that what you're saying? I don't know why that would happen.
I don't know. I'm just taking a wild guess that maybe since it was, I really don't know why. Maybe because they didn't want to double charge for shipping. I can really not even begin to guess why. I don't know. Very odd. Taylor, do you go to bed with wet hair?
No, not at all. No. If my hair is not dry, which it's not, I'm about to put this heater up on this table and start heating my hair. No, I will sit and make sure my hair is dry before I go to bed.
Marley M said, I love your hair look today, Taylor. But it's wet. It's not even like a look. It's just
like it's pretty damp in my roots. This is kind of drying, but it's pretty damp in my roots right now.
Getting some sweaters next paycheck.
I know I got one of the busted sweaters in maroon. I can't wait to wear it.
Let's see, Sebastian and let's see, what is that? And C Lover maybe? Where do you buy Sotanicals and who would you recommend it to? My healthy curls are 3C, but most is a damaged 3A area. We all on like this channel, us and then basically everybody in the chat, we just get it from Sotanicals, right? Sotanicals.com. Occasionally maybe in a pharmacy. Early on I would get it at Rite Aid. They have just certain ones, but if not really, like we're at the point now where a lot of us, like we've done the standard ones. If you want anything special or limited edition or unique, we just it's just easier to go to the site. But be warned.
Someone said Sally's sells it too. Sally's does sell.
Sally's is.
And we put some in our Amazon store too. We see you guys buying Sotanicals. But if you want like those special things, like some of their typical things, like some of their gels, their Afrotastic, their not sauce, those are just like regular items. But special things like rice shampoos and
like
and
the
tonics.
healthy hair that I love.
Yeah.
That one that looks carrot colored or red. It's the healthy hair that I showed on the unboxing.
Oh, Hitachi has it too.
Right, Hitachi. Right. So, yeah, we would say we have like about a 3B, right? Maybe some parts of 3C. And
the products that I applied in my hair for those that are late, I did, what is it? The African Pride, the Moisture Miracle, the leave-in, and the curling cream is in my hair right now. I'm product testing.
And mine is Alikay Naturals. I use the creme brulee, the lemongrass leave-in, and the dulce lotion.
Did we pronounce it wrong?
I don't know. Hitachi?
What do we say? Hitachi?
Hitachi.
Wait. Oh, have we done a video with Spencer yet? I think was the question. Did you get a no, not yet. But we will be getting him on camera soon.
Yeah. He's just adjusting to all of this.
The Healthy Scalp Conditioner. The Healthy Scalp Conditioner. What's the Healthy Scalp Conditioner?
By which brand?
By Sotanicals.
The Healthy Scalp Conditioner. I'm waiting to receive mine. Just, there's so many. Doesn't come to mind right now. Do we have it?
The Healthy Scalp?
Sounds familiar, but
hold on, let me get up. I need to stretch my legs.
Healthy Scalp. We have
Healthy Scalp.
Every conditioner. Is it new? Is it limited edition? I don't know. Thank you. Who was it? Nisi. Was it Nisi and Raina? Someone said they love.
Is that the red one? Or no?
Love my haircut. Whoever said it. It went up so fast, I think. Thank you. Oh, yes. Nisi Arenas. Is it Arenas? Arenas?
Oh, the Healthy Scalp. Is that the one you what you like?
Which one?
Hold on.
That's the one that I like. The red one, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I love this. This is the one that was almost gone. And then they sent us for Christmas. Remember we did the unboxing? Okay, so I love this. I love this stuff. So, and I always look on their site and it's never there. I'm glad, Jan, that you found it because I was always looking and then I was so happy to get it at Christmas time. Thank you, Yvette Smith. She said y'all's hair looked nice today.
Thank you. Even though the jury's still out on mine.
Jay said, LoriAnne, I'm loving this. Is it, am I pronouncing it right? Dulce? Dulce? I don't know. I saw somebody up and left. They said we ain't bothered with them tonight. I don't know.
So what is that one called?
Oh, this is the
Hibiscus Hair Healer Healthy Scalp Therapy Mask. Therapy.
I love that. I don't know what made me get it at that time. Maybe that's when we were doing our Sotanical series and I was just getting them all. And I was so surprised to see the color of it. And then I just loved the way it produced in my hair. I loved that. And then I started kind of like getting really...
Oh, it's Dulce.
Dulce. Okay. Try not to use it because I didn't want to run out because I kept looking and they were putting it on their site.
Floucher says Dolce.
Dulce. Okay.
What does it smell like? Like Windex.
It does kind
like
of
a light smell of Windex.
It does.
It smells like Windex.
Domino Effect said, I mixed Camille Rose plus Botanicals plus Main Choice for a deep conditioner this week. Which products in each line did you mix? Have you guys seen the Camille Rose Jansen's? Did I not always say it needed to be in a container like this?
Yes.
And now Jansen's is coming out. I always said, to me, it was thicker. And to me, it was a deep conditioner, more so than the Algae Renew. I could not believe it when I saw it on Twitter that they were putting the Jansen's in a container like this. That's exactly where it belongs, in my opinion. And so that's where it's going. It might already be out.
Are there any new lines you guys are excited to try? What do we have on our shelf? Well, actually, it's not new. But we have the Cara Care. The Cara Care Curl Essence. I'm excited to try that.
Yes.
That's what we have. Oh,
Yes.
you know what we're getting? The Meech. So Meech.
Yeah, they reached
Meech,
out.
Yeah, Meech and Urban Hydration. We're kicking off the year with those, testing those, so I'm excited with that. So Meech. I love the name Meech.
You always love
I
the name.
really
You've
love the
been
name.
talking about that since the beginning of the year. So when I saw that email, I'm like, hey, did you see the email? Like they're definitely going to send something. So
Meech.
let's see, a user. Is anyone going to respond to me? I don't know. Y'all falling down on the job.
Meesh. Do you still love Curlsmith? We haven't
Meesh.
used it in a while. I know their co-wash is so
Curlsmith?
good. And when we used it, we got a good wash and go.
Mm-hmm.
So Curlsmith is still a good line.
Yep,
Someone said, have you ever used Lus, L-U-S? We definitely have a video on that. If you type in MADCURLS, L-U-S. If you ever want to know if we've done a line or a product, just type in MADCURLS in the product or the brand,
Yeah.
and like the videos will come up
That
for
was a
that.
black and white polka dot background. I love that line. I don't think there's probably too many lines that we have not tried throughout our stint on YouTube. But we're product testers, so we try it and then we just have to kind of move on. On our days off, we stick to certain things that we just love. So nowadays, I always do anything Botanicals on my days off. We always do now, like today was my day off, Alikay Naturals, I grabbed that. CURLMIX we reach for. Sometimes I reach for Weed Ad on my days off, so to speak. But there's very few, far between. And now that, you know, the whole financial thing, we just know that we have to kind of like stay on top of these videos.
Yeah.
We have to, it's kind of like, I'm not kind of, it is a job now. Like, we did it initially because you graduated from college and there was like a little lull in between you getting a job. And then we got the channel and then we kind of like enjoyed what we did. And so, but now we see like this is our bread and butter. This is absolutely our bread and butter. And we see the results that when we produce and when we put out videos, we see the numbers moving. And so we're like, okay, this is dead serious stuff now. So we try to bring good
views
content.
matter, ads matter.
Yeah. So we bring
all that
good
matters
content,
to us.
and we think and we concentrate about what would appeal to you guys. That's what we're always asking. What do you guys want to see? What do you guys want to see? What do you guys want us to do? And so because it is absolutely a job now, this is definitely going to be something that's going to keep, as I say, this boat afloat.
A boat afloat.
So yeah, we love what we do here. But we are product testers, and so we don't just dwell on something. Like, we use it, we move on, we have like a memory of it. We might have to go back and check into the video, but we just don't stick with something day in and day out. We used to, when we first went natural 10 years ago, we liked something and we didn't buy products for months, if not years. Like, you know, we just got on something. We didn't even know the whole idea of product junkie. But now that we are product reviewers, we absolutely are product junkies, and we have products and we like them, and then we just have to move on.
Ashley Harris, you a real one. He said y'all could brush your teeth and y'all was still get a check for my views. What did I just say?
What did Ari say? Jen hasn't heard of a brand. Let's see.
So someone said As I Am came out with a new curling custard. Yeah, you guys tagged us in that
They did?
a few times. Yes, apparently they did. They came out. It looks like they're changing their packaging. Their packaging's nice.
Is it just to change the packaging, or is it?
No, it's a new product, but I don't know if they're going to be changing all their packaging. They probably should. Like, they're the new curly cream, that packaging is nice.
We have them Domino Effect. We got them at New York Fashion Week. We got the protein one. You didn't care for the smell. So I love protein, but on our deep conditioner dates, I have not yet tried it. Though I want to, though you really didn't like the smell, I said that would be your side of the table, but I definitely want to try it on this side. I wish we would have gotten the cholesterol one, I think is another one, and the moisturizing one. We don't have all three, but you know, I'll get started with the protein one and see how they do
I
protein.
did reach out back when they first dropped, but we didn't get them.
Okay.
But when we just, I don't know, we moved on.
Are you guys interested in the lavender line? Because I know they reached out and wanted to know, did we want to do the lavender line? But I'm like, are you guys, we've discussed the lavender line from time to time. We all kind of said, well, I said that I just don't know about lavender. Not all lavenders are like, I don't know, some are very, very strong, and I don't care for the smell.
No.
See?
It stinks.
Like, I don't care for the smell. Like, it's like too much. You have to do lavender right. And so I don't know. I never gravitated towards it unless I would see it in Target on a shelf and I could actually open it and smell it. And since it never appeared in Target, I never opened it and smelled it. But then we got an email asking us to do a campaign, and
I don't know. Like, I saw, like, I kind of want to do it. Like, if we were gonna do it, like, I'd want us to do it on ourselves, not because I think they're naming this campaign like something cute and fancy, and like there haven't been that many good reviews on it, so they're gonna get their feelings hurt if they send it to us and like we don't like it. They think we're gonna be part of this like elaborate campaign, and the products are busted.
We love y'all so much.
A good deep conditioner. I love the Shea Moisture, the Manuka Honey and Referral Oil deep conditioner. I love that deep conditioner. I also really like the Alikay Naturals one, the avocado cream. I've been throwing that in my recommendations too when people ask. Like, I like that one. We did the deep sage one, and then we did the
Alikay Naturals.
The avocado cream is a good one.
Yeah. Though, and I want to try. They suggest the blended therapy oil to mix it, but is that like too much? Like, you guys already saw the green one and you already saw the sage. Now it's just, is it like too much? Like, now here we come with 2 more videos showing you how it looks.
Now we'll put oil in it.
Blended
like,
therapy.
No,
like,
that's
do you
a
guys
reach.
care? I'm like, I care, but is it worth a video? Do you guys care that they suggest you put their oil in it? I don't know. But anyway, I'm laughing because somebody, a user, I thought they were exiting stage left, but apparently not, because they said my boyfriend is sitting next to me wondering what the HEL I'm doing. Okay. You're watching Sickening MADCURLS?
Any good recommendations for a co-wash that is unscented? Oh, a co-wash that doesn't smell. That's a good one. Aussie has a scent. Alikay has a scent. We just got this Care one. Does this one have a scent?
I don't know. I don't know. Does anybody know of an unscented co-wash?
Nope, that has a scent. Co-wash. Most things have scents. I don't know. That's a good question. Cantu co-wash has a scent. Curlsmith has a scent.
CCJ, are you having a lot of shedding lately? I think she's responding.
The Diva Curl No Poo. Does that have a scent?
Diva Curl No Poo.
That's the conditioner.
Is that the original line, or what about the Decadence line? Here we go, dragging out all the stuff.
Wait, this is the No Poo Decadence.
Okay, let me see.
That's unscented. That's unscented.
This is Decadence Diva Curl. Oh, no scent.
That doesn't have a scent.
That doesn't have a scent. Wow. Yeah, no scent. Yeah, don't screw the lid. I hate that.
Girl, I pushed it on the side.
Okay. Yeah, no scent whatsoever. So Diva Curl.
What about, does We Dad have co-wash?
And that's how we started our journey with Diva Curl.
Yeah.
That exactly, because it was so easy to get. Everything was like written out for you almost. You do the co-wash, what is that? What's their conditioner called? Their one, whatever it's called.
Oh, that kind of has a scent, right?
What is that?
The We Dad No Lather.
Okay. One condition, I think, is Diva's.
Yeah, one condition.
Very, 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 very mild.
But the Diva one has none.
The Diva has
none. The Diva one does not have
a
scent at all.
Very mild. But it does have a slight scent.
Oh, I wonder if this. Oh, actually, no. They're canceling this line, which is a shame. The ORS for Naturals.
They are?
Yeah, that's what Aries said.
Really?
That co-wash I really liked.
Let's see. Chloe Natural
Ooh, that has a
1208
scent.
said, LoriAnne, I ordered the Camille Rose Jansen conditioner. It came in a jar. I haven't used it yet. I will try your idea and use it as a deep conditioner. Thanks for recommending. Yeah, I mentioned that maybe you just got on, but I mentioned that. I said, did you guys know that Camille Rose put the Jansen in a jar? Will I get it in a jar? I too many in the bottle. There I was, buying to be buying, so afraid I wasn't going to have enough. Have to have plenty on the shelf. And so now, what a waste. I wouldn't just buy for the packaging, though I am sick as a dog because I always said it. I didn't necessarily said it needed to be in a jar, but I said it was a deep conditioner, better than any algae renew I felt. I felt it was more moisturizing than the algae renew. But, and then I saw it in the jar on Twitter, and I was like, wow, like I have so many backups. I just wish I had it in the jar.
Jan, what protein treatment are you going to do? Jessie Curl does have unscented products. Yes, they do. They don't have a co-wash, though.
Why are they canceling it? LED wants to know.
I don't know. Is Aerie here? Aerie was one who said they were canceling it. And then I went online, and on their website, it's not there anymore. Which is a shame, because it was a good line. We did it, we did a video on it, and it was good. So I don't know. I don't know why they're canceling it. Okay. Or they canceled it, because it's not there anymore.
See, Hilly means that I heard rice water is good for shedding. That's what we heard around Christmas time when, I think Botanicals came out with a lot of rice tonics and rice co-washes, and we heard that too.
Are you still not shedding as much ever since you used the new curl shampoo, conditioner, and rinse? How often would you wash with those products? I read the rinse should be used once a month. That would basically be about it, once a month or when needed for us, because I think we said in the video that it was like a treatment. So
for Botanicals?
No, for curls. The curls, the green line, where we said we noticed our shedding had stopped.
Yes. Yeah.
So it's definitely not something I would do every wash day.
It is definitely a treatment.
Yeah.
It definitely stopped on a dime. We didn't know what to attribute the stopping of the shedding was, and then we kind of like backtracked what we did differently, and it was the curls line. So even though we had done other stuff around that time, but I think we attributed it to the curls, and it definitely did stop that shedding. But I stopped it even more because I felt like my hair needed to be cut. And even now, today, as I kind of like finger detangle, I still felt like pieces come longer. There's still pieces. Again, I attribute to it my own fault. I was warned by you guys, not to go heavy duty with the bleaching, but I just liked that look. I just liked the bleach look. So I did pay a high price, I have to say. My curl pattern was coming in wonderfully, and my hair was growing back from the big chop and all that, and I couldn't lit well enough alone. So then I went out and got the highlights. At first I did it, and you had the full slab, and then I just slightly had highlights, but that wasn't good enough. So then I went back and got more, which is this right here. But I noticed that my curl pattern started changing. I started noticing more shedding, more fairy knots, and I said, it's my own fault. I know, it's the bleach, absolutely. But after this haircut the other day, I feel like I'm regaining, that curl pattern. I always have a distinct curl pattern, but you could tell that it's been cut because it just looks healthier, more boingy, and it just, it just looks really curly. It always looks curly, but this is exceptionally curly to me, and it looks healthy.
Little curlies.
Little curlies, so I'm glad that I did it. And I'm not done yet. I said it's like, Rome wasn't built in a day. There's still some more to be done here. A little bit shorter and a little bit more taper in the back, and then just a little bit more, and then I'll be okay.
Little.
Have to just and she said that she'll go home, see how you like it, then come back, because she admittedly is not a curly stylist at all whatsoever. But I just like the way she used to cut my hair when it was relaxed. She's white and she doesn't really do textured hair, but I said, she said she would for me, like we'd walk through it together, and we did on Friday. You stayed. We all kind of like guided and led, and I was really happy.
Yeah.
And she listened to what I said, and how I said, like, she's like a wonder with scissors.
Yeah.
I don't know like how to use scissors.
So people keep asking like where you got your haircut. So she does it for you, but it's not something like she wants to do. Like that's why, cause when your hair was relaxed, your haircuts were like $60, but like curly haircuts are like 100, 120, because you have to, like she said, like a lot like more time. Yeah. For people with curly hair. So where like if she did curly hair, say for example with like I guess like straight hair, she could have like 13 clients, but if she had like curly hair people up in the salon, like she might only be able to do like 4 or 5 a day because it just takes so long. So like I think she said she was Diva certified, but it's not
something
she has going down in her salon
I
like
said, why don't
regularly.
you advertise that? She said because she got certified years ago and it's not something that she gravitates towards. So it's almost like when you go to the doctors for a checkup, they allot like an hour or more for that because you have to have all kinds of blood work and tests and eyes and ears and nose and all that. But whether you go in when you're sick, just a quick like 15-minute and you're out the door. So for a curly cut, she said she has to cut off. She said on Friday she cut off a chunk for me because, and so that's like, that could have been two like
haircuts for her. Yeah.
So that's why people charge more. She didn't because she's known me for years, but normally she would have charged like double the price because you're allotting, you know, quite a bit of time for a curly
and
cut.
That's why like I think curly cuts are so expensive because like you're going like curl by curl and it's just a lot more to deal with than just like bone straight hair snip and like you're out the door.
And I didn't want that curl by curl thing. I've done that for the last couple of years.
You wanted chunks of your hair.
I wanted like to cut my hair as if it was relaxed, like where they pick up chunks and then they just start, you see this is long here and just start cutting right here. Like I don't want the curl by curl preserving the rest of the curl ringlet pattern. No, I can tell, and I told you she picked it up this way and started cutting like, and I could see the volume. I could see she cut my hair the way it used to be when it was relaxed, except now it's curly and I like that. I could feel the thickness and the density, the way she cut with those scissors going in, not just across, but actually cutting in the way as if my hair were relaxed and it wasn't, and I knew she would do that for me, and she did. So I'm happy with what I see, and it probably will always look different because every time I go back, my hair will be in a different state of curliness. Natural hair is always different, so it'll always look different. But I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
because I don't mind short hair. I actually love my hair short now.
But I mean, Joe is a good stylist in Jersey. Like Joe is a good stylist and he does cut. He is a curly hair stylist.
Yeah.
That's his specialty. That's what he does. So,
but like as we said, as you know, we move on in this journey. We just want different things, and we know more, we do more. And I noticed that curly stylists cater to those that want to grow their hair and they want that length and they want that big volume. I mean, these are like young 20-year-olds and all that, and that's fine. But I'm like 51 years old. I'm not trying to have great big volume. I mean, it's nice, you know, at a time, maybe for a certain occasion, but every day I don't want to go around with great big volume. It's just not what I'm looking for, or just kind of keep growing and doing length checks and all that. I just don't want to do that. I did that for a year. You guys all saw the journey for the full year of how I grew my hair, and we always commented, oh my God, my hair grows so fast and all so boring now. We all know that. And so I just got sick of that. I like to switch up things.
Bouncy Curling T is watching us on her TV. She said she showed no chat. Are we on a big screen? Mom, I made it.
Yeah, Deborah Jane said, hey y'all. Hey Deborah Jane.
So yeah, I like the way this is drying so far.
I think a user is a little kid. Sorry, not sorry. Okay. All right. No, we could pick that up one way or another, but maybe not. How little of a kid is that? They said they have a boyfriend sit next to him.
Girl.
I'm whispering as if the
Why are you whispering?
If the person's not listening.
Okay. Oh, we're on original Hershey's TV too. Oh, our Ashley Harris. Oh my God, we're on TV.
Oh, are these new Christmas TVs?
Christmas TV.
We're all blowing up now. And every now and then we'll go down, maybe have like lunch or dinner, and we'll watch it on the big screen.
Yeah, we'll be like, let's put a video on, one of our videos. Yeah. Let's watch YouTube. Who are we gonna watch? Ourselves?
I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm like, my hair look like that. I'm like, oh my, like you could like zero it on every pore. I'm like, oh my God, you can see my concealer. I'm like, oh, that looks horrible. I hate watching myself on a big screen.
Something about the big screen, like it picks up everything.
It seems like it changes the color of my makeup and my shirt and and my eyes just, oh my God, and oh my gosh, no, I can't. I'm like, okay, I've seen enough of that now. I have to watch it from my iPhone. Less details, the better. I'm forever watching your videos on my TV now that I have the option. Christy Santos said.
Oh, I'm sorry. Misty Blue, I saw your comment before. So we don't have a video on One Little Parrot. So back probably like 2 or 3 years ago when I was just making videos on Instagram is when One Little Parrot reached out to me and they sent me all the stuff that they had at the time. And so I made like a little Instagram video on One Little Parrot. But then they, I believe, were in Texas during that like really bad hurricane. And so for like a year, like they weren't doing anything. They lost all their stock. And I was actually on the phone with the woman because she was like, do you still want to like promote One Little Parrot? Because I love their brand. I love their message. And she said she would get back in touch with me once her brand was up and running again, but she never did. Even though we still follow each other on social media and she'll like pictures from time to time, but like we never got back into like a collab or anything. So
Is she still going?
Yeah, I believe her brand is up and going again, but I just haven't reached out or we haven't done anything yet. I haven't had any other new stock. The stuff I have is like 3 years old now. So, but at the time I really loved it. I love their curl reconstructor, their
gels. Is that a line that anyone other than 1922 Misty Blue would be interested in? Which products, Misty Blue, do you
Definitely
get?
Black owned. It's one of those small brands, One Little Parrot. I totally loved it back like 3 years ago. Hi, Girls in the Making.
Hey. Yes, Girls in the Making. Hi, guys. Yeah, we figured we would check in to see what was going on.
I'm in hope my husband would have a fit if I put y'all on my TV. So what's in my hair, again, is the African Pride Moisture Miracle, the leave-in and the curling cream from that line. That's what I have in my hair.
And your hair is wet. That's
yeah,
why
it's still drying.
That's why it looks different.
It's basically air drying during live right now. It's air drying.
Okay. The ingredients are so unique. What was it? You used to love that deep conditioner.
Yeah, I did. That deep conditioner was really good. But I think when I was on the phone with her, she said she was like changing some of her formulas. So I don't know if if she ever did change the formulas or what. But I would definitely be interested in like trying all of her stuff again because it was good.
So what about the Camille Rose Natural Honey Leave-In? You guys are saying something about that? What about that?
FH Nurse Mom can't keep her daughter's hair moisturized lately. Any tips for frizz? My hair has been so frizzy lately.
Wow. Because of the winter, the dry air. Why is it frizzy lately?
Is the season changing? Sometimes it's product, sometimes it's technique. I know
technique.
Like people use brushes and stuff to like make sure like their curls are super defined and smooth during the drying process, not touching your hair.
Yeah. If I speed up the drying process, or if I start playing with my hair too much while it's still slightly damp, I mean, it's just like natural hair is just like so temperamental. People think it's so easy. Big chop, and then you can just roll out the bed. Are you kidding me? It is the most costly journey. It is the hardest. It is so many different techniques. It's so temperamental, humidity, rain, snow. I mean, it is just really, I mean, who thought that they could go natural and their worries would be over? Forget the relaxers, forget the straightening. Like, it's going to just be a joyride. Is it like work? It's like, for those that are natural, like, we need a round of applause because it is a lot of work to be natural. It is costly, and it is a daily journey, every day learning something new. You know, it is really a lot of work. It's stressful because I think we touch our hair so much and manipulate it when it's wet. And try to find these styles that we are prone more to shedding, I think. Hair damage. I think it's one day
like products work and the next day they don't. So you think you have something down pat and then it stops working. So it's really all trial and error. There are different things you can do to try to prevent frizz. Like I said, like how you apply the product, the amount you apply, having your hair soaking wet, not touching your hair while it's drying, sealing your hair with oil. Like there are like different things you can do, but you have to kind of trial and error to see which one of those might work. You might need them all. Like, I don't know. There's like different things.
I had that length down pat before I got my hair cut, and I noticed today I don't need to do all that sectioning like I once did. So now I'm having it, I'm just really just parting it down the middle and just shampooing it. I noticed that I took the black shampoo and just put it here and just kind of like started rubbing it in, and maybe put it here, rubbed it in. But whereas I was doing it in like 4 sections, I would part it here, and then I would start back here, top and bottom, and then I would do another section, top and bottom. But it's just really simple now to do. And I said now to apply products again to short hair, and it's going to get shorter. I told you guys I still need a little bit more work done here. it's definitely different.
People are talking about frizzing in the crowning area. I think we had that question one time before, and people were saying like they put like gel here to make sure like their roots don't frizz. Like they'll just put like gel on the top of their head. Like who has frizzing in the crowning area?
When your hair is wet?
Yeah, like you just apply like gel to like your crown so like your hair doesn't frizz.
As the final, like the way we would put oil as the final.
Yeah.
Oh.
So like say, I don't know, like say for example, like my wash and go say might be all cream. Maybe like just in like on the top of your hair, the places where you get frizz, like you put some gel down.
Okay.
Good night to all the people going to sleep. I know it's Sunday. Tomorrow's Monday.
Yeah.
So we never stay super late when we come on Sundays. Everyone has a frizzy crown area.
Wow.
And the crown be looking like a busted cotton ball. Yeah, I feel like someone said like someone said add more product to those frizzy areas, but someone specifically said like gel. Like just kind of gel, not gel them down like a helmet, but you just like put like a little bit of gel in those places that frizz.
That's what I noticed tonight before I came on. I did all of that. I think I might have microfibered out the moisture too much, trying to like speed up that drying process. And then I noticed when I looked in the mirror, I started noticing frizz here. It might have gone away, but I started adding more of that that cream. What is it? What is that Alikay Natural cream? That creme brulee. I started adding more of that. It was almost like too late, but it was able to bring it back. But yeah, I think it's just technique and just being very cognizant of the fact that you have to just be delicate and gentle. I was just like microfibering, or not really kind of like paying attention, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, it took too much moisture out, and now I'm seeing the frizz come. So sometimes we're our own worst enemy. But I'm not saying all the time. I'm not taking the blame for all this frizz all the time, because sometimes I'm sitting there minding my own business and my hair just fizzes for no reason, and I did not have my hand in it at all.
CK King, that's a great point. She said maybe you have a different curl pattern in the crown that needs special treatment. Yeah, right. Like I know my crown is my tightest, and then it goes down. Like I swear I have like 3C, 3B, 3A. Oh, my ends are definitely the loosest. My crown is the tightest. So that's a very good point as well.
I think I'm pretty consistent all the way around. I would say about 3B all the way around, right?
Because you got that fresh big chop. You're like 2 years out, but like your hair's super healthy. Mine?
I'm forever chopping it. So I thought it brought it back to its healthiness again when I got that cut the other day. I just keep cutting off. I was so glad I salvaged like my hair after those highlights. I felt like the highlights, I probably should have done it. My hair looked pretty good and healthy, and I started noticing the shedding and the fairy knots, and I'm like, I haven't gone through this since before the big chop. I'm like, it's my own fault, you know. So would I ever not put highlights in again? Nope. I love highlights, so but that's just the high price I
don't
pay.
know if I ever would. Like after the big slab, the full slab, like that was a lot for my hair to take, and then my own fault, I went through protein overload, so I lost like a lot of hair during that time. When I did like my calendar of curls on Instagram, you can see between like April and like July-ish, August, like my hair was kind of busted. And that was all during, you know, I got my highlights in April, and then my protein overload lasted for a while, and so it was just busted. But my highlights are definitely growing out. My roots are dark. My highlights are like here. They've definitely grown out. They're growing out.
It's funny how like not necessarily root frizz in the crown as much as I start getting frizz in the sides for some reason. If I'm going to frizz, it's always in the sides.
It's always in the side
pockets. It's always
pockets.
Distorted. Yes. It's always distorted. And I can't see what the back looks like. I can just imagine. It's always darkest back there because the highlights don't go down that low, and it's just
that's such a good point. I feel like on my sides I can never put enough product.
I know.
There's always issues like right here, especially on this side. I can never put enough product on my sides.
Let me see. That's what I do, Alyssa. Is it Tarver? I finger coil a lot, or I did before I cut my hair again. I always had to, and probably today I found myself kind of like doing that a little bit when I started seeing the frizz come up. So pieces like this, I would just grab. You see how it could possibly turn into a frizzy moment right here. It doesn't quite look exactly the way it needs. So you can see that frizz popping out. So if this was like during the day, I would definitely put some product there and start that finger coiling process to bring it back to life.
Sharon Johnson, I don't know if it's necessarily the side I sleep on. I put my hair is always up in a pineapple when I sleep. And I'm pretty sure I typically sleep this way, although I wake up sometimes and I'm on this side. I think I'm kind of a messy sleeper. I don't have a certain side I sleep on, but most of the time I think I sleep on this side. I think I sleep on this side.
That's true, LL. She said yes, a little gel, and you can finger twist in that frizzy area for more definition. That's true. I look for the frizzy areas and then finger twist those areas. We're getting some followers as we speak.
Oh, we're still getting Twitter followers.
Let's see. Oh, so CCJ said I get the same with the microfiber towel.
Original Hershey said, my daughter asked me how she looked before she left today, and I said busted, and she said I get it from my mama.
Funny. Let's see, Lori, could I use a lock sock for Jelani at night? And is the tube style? They're all, I think, tube style. They're all just different lengths. So there's one that's 12 inches. There's one that's 18 inches. There's one that's 24 inches. I think depending. And I even think that I would use the one that's 12 inches. Number one, it's cheaper. Number two, even with your length, you could still use the same one that I do, but you don't use it to protect your hair. I don't necessarily use it to protect my hair at night.
I'm sorry, what are we talking about?
Lock socks.
Oh, lock socks. Okay.
But I do, but I kind of don't. My old ones I definitely do because they're old. My new ones, they're too nice and pretty to use to sleep in, I think. But a lot of people do. I think that's what kind of like they're meant for, or also styling.
We do have a nighttime routine video. If you type in MADCURLS, like nighttime routine, we do have a nighttime routine where she shows you how like she pineapples and like the things she puts on her head, and like I show you guys how I do my thing.
Yeah.
If you're interested.
But do I reach for my like new lock socks for night? No, because it's like the oils in my hair, and if I'm like kind of putting oils in my scalp or for whatever reason, treatments or hair growth or whatever, I don't want all that oil on my lock sock because they're just so nice. Like today I wore one in our video, but my hair was dry. Okay, it was dry. We were gonna do that pre-poo. So, but I was nowhere near that pre-poo with my lock sock because it was a pretty deep cranberry red, and I was not about to get all that grease and oil on my lock sock.
You tried to style, girl.
I did. I know. I had the red shirt, and I didn't want to put on a towel. I mean, I just knew like I might as well just show it when the video opened. Just like my hair just looked like a fountain of just a mess. Okay, and so you're like, you're better than me. I would never get on. And I'm like, we're in the natural community. People know what natural hair is when you wake up and I haven't had water and hot water for 2 days.
Your hair was so dry. I've never seen it drier ever in life.
It's never been drier.
Never been drier.
And then the blonde parts looked like white hair. I mean, it was just
and
2 days.
And then like it was because she cut it with product in it, so there was so product in it, and like it's just been shot up for 2 days. And then when you took the lock sock off, it was just stuck that way.
You just like
it wasn't even a lock sock. It was just stuck like.
You're like, don't fuss. You said don't try to hold a serious conversation with anyone. It would just best be if you just get someplace and sit down.
Just get someplace and sit down. Don't try to fuss around the house or do anything. Just not with that hairdo.
You just look crazy.
You just look crazy. Like, no one's gonna take you seriously with that hairdo. I can't. And that hairdo and those Grinch pajamas. I'm like, just get someplace and sit down. Sit down quiet like.
I know it was a mess. But lock socks, I think they were meant for nighttime sleeping. On top of style. So like the longest one I think I saw recently was 36 inches. I think that's when you have like really long dreads. They go like all the way down to protect. I always liked the 12 inch. I think, Ari, do you get the 12 inch? Or you said it wasn't wide enough for your big old head. You had to get something different because it is like the old ones weren't like that. My old ones stretch so much. But these new ones are like, oh my gosh, you can even see like in the video that I have the red one out, like it's just really tight against my head. It's like I can't breathe. It's like, remember that video we made that time where I was just sitting there in that red one and you were just,
my gosh.
Yeah. I think I was just.
It was the first nighttime routine we tried to film. And I think it was like basically like a get unready with us kind of thing. And we were taking off our makeup. First we took our makeup off. And then the next thing we showed you how we tied our hair up. And I guess you showed them how you tied your hair up first, and then I was gonna show them second. And so by the time like it got to me, like you were all ready for bed and you were just sitting there.
I think YouTube comes in layers. I think you build your confidence with your audience as you go along. And I felt like I was older and I wasn't bothered, but I was extremely bothered. I was new to the channel and I just felt like I'm not like thinking about the subscribers or whatever. I don't care. Like I'm gonna live and let live. But I felt so vulnerable. I felt so vulnerable. Okay, first of all, I was sitting there with no makeup. Now I could care less. I mean, you guys have seen this in all different stages and hair and, you know, but at the time I was too new to be so exposed. I just kept thinking of what people in the world, people that saw me at the grocery store, people that would see me at church. I mean, like they would actually see me with no makeup and my hair looking a mess, and I just couldn't deal with it. But I didn't know it until the video started and we were filming. And then at the end, I'm like, and this is how I go to sleep. And so now I have no makeup on, and I took that lock sock, and it was like one of the newer ones, so it kind of like squashed my forehead. And then I'm like, and this is it. And I pulled it up, and there I looked like a red elf, okay? No makeup. I just looked at it, and there you were over on your side, just flowing hair, and you just would not shut up. You just would not stop demonstrating what you do with your hair. You're like, and then at night, and then you got like a black silk pillow, you flung your hair to this side. And now mind you, I'm still looking like an elf, okay, on this side. And you could, well, you never will see because it's not there, but I was so insecure. I was just like doing like this and like with my hands, and I was just like doing, like, I just didn't know where to put my hands and what to do. And you're like, now at night, and you said, now I sleep on a pillow like this, and then you took your hair and you like laid it all over the pillow. You're like, sorry. You're like, and this is what I do. And then you said, then in the morning I take it and I do, and I'm just like, shut up on this side. And there I am the whole time, just with my hands, just staring
with your
straight
lock
ahead.
sock just shot up.
I'm just like, and I'm like, no.
You were like, no. You like canceled the whole video.
Yeah, I'm like, I said, I've done a lot on this channel. I was almost like in tears. I'm like, but I'm not going to go out into the world exposed like that. That looks horrible. I'm like, please don't make me do that. So I don't think it never made the air. It was just horrible. It was too much. So like, we both have to agree to let things go. Sometimes I'm just like, I don't care. You know, like today's video, like I didn't care. You'll get the gist of that lock sock and how I looked at that red lock sock and a mess. But that was just too new on the channel. I didn't kind of get a feel for the audience.
We need to see those outtakes. Mother's Day. It's right around the corner. It's coming up. Another Mother's Day reel.
Right. Yeah, but no, I couldn't do that. And you just would not stop. Then I got a second wind, guys, because you know I'm never down for long. Okay, I rise like a phoenix. So then I snatched that red scarf off and at the end, and I'm like, now my morning routine. And then you're like, you just couldn't let me have the last thing. I'm like, no, I said I was not going down like that. So what did I revive at the end? I did something. I snatched the lock sock off.
Oh, you know what? I think it was at the time when you were putting like oil in your scalp or something. You're like,
yeah.
Oh, I forgot to mention that I like put this in my scalp at night.
And I'm like, well, I said it had nothing. This video was about nighttime routine. And then you're like, now in the morning, what I do is I said, and then you started just like flipping and flopping your hair. I said, so I have a morning routine too. I said, so in the morning, this comes off. I snatched it off. And I'm like, and then what I do is I said, I start taking oils and putting them on my face. And then I like came back to life. And then we just both were like, this is ridiculous. This was the nighttime routine. And one is trying to outdo the other one. So and funny. We just said, no, it's not going out.
I know what did someone ask? Someone asked like early in this thing, like, how do we like keep our relationship good or something like that? Like, I don't know. Because it definitely, sometimes people don't mix like family and like business or whatever. And like, we really could have like put our relationship on the line, girl.
I know.
Getting into it. And we did a few times running and crying over $25. We did within like the first 24 hours of becoming MADCURLS.
Yeah. Like, we had our moments.
Yeah.
But they never were really serious because you just were just always respectful. That's just the way I raised you. You're just respectful no matter what the age. You're just very respectful. And I'm cognizant of your age. So, and that it was your channel and that you really did reach back. She didn't try to take all the notoriety for herself. She really did reach back and get her mother when I was going through a very rough time. My kids, like the empty nest kind of a thing, okay? And what would I do? I was always a stay-at-home mom. My kids were raised. That whole stay-at-home mom routine was like, oh, like, what am I staying home for now? But I didn't feel like I was equipped to go out into the world. I was scared. And so what do I do? And then you started the channel. Kimberly. And you gave me like something to do. And so I appreciated it for about 2 or 3 weeks. And then after that, I'm like, I think I would like some recognition. It started out as it's TaylorAnne. And then I'm like, well, I think my name, because we started hearing like feedback from people like, that was brilliant that you brought your mother on. So once I got a little bit of backing, then I felt like I had some room to negotiate. So I'm like, I think I would like a little recognition too. So then you bounced in my name, and it's LoriAnne too. That lasted about another week and a half, and I'm like, well, I think I should be a little bit more identified in the title. So that's when we turned it into MADCURLS, Mother and Daughter Curls.
Was it your idea?
I don't know if it was my idea so much as I just felt like we should rename it. I didn't like the It's TaylorAnne thing. I felt like I was being lost in the title. I wanted some recognition. So, but I mean, like minor things like that. Mm-hmm. But really, like, we have like our little things behind the scene, but we're just super close. So
this is our second year doing this. Is it our second year?
It's going on.
Or it's going on our second year.
I think in March or April it'll be our second year.
Okay.
Yeah,
we've only had about 2 or 3 running and crying moments.
Yeah, you getting in a car, riding in the rain, going nowhere.
You jumping up off set, running in your room crying because I cut you off in a video. Yeah. And you just couldn't. Like,
I'm like, Norm, I can take a lot of things. I said, but people always tell me that I talk too much. And I said, I never thought I'd hear from you. And I said, and our audience loves to hear me talking. And for you, I said, the way you said it, they may not have caught it. I said, but I think they will catch the way you were so rude. You're like, yeah, whatever. And then you just like plowed over me. And I said, I think it's very ugly. And if you play it back, the audience is going to see how ugly it is. They like to hear me talk. And you really just shut me down. And they're not going to like it. And so then you played it over again. And I don't know why I was so emotional that day. I was like crying. You
literally cried. Like, you were literally like quitting MADCURLS that night. Like, you were like done. I was like.
And then I couldn't pull myself together that night. And I said, I'm going to try. I said, we'll give it a few days. I said, I'll see. I said, 'cause I'll always have this memory of tonight. And I don't know if I can get back on camera. I'll always feel self-conscious about talking because I just feel like you don't want me to talk. And I just don't know if I'm going to be able to do this again.
And like, it wasn't even that. It was like I heard it in my head, and like it didn't sound as bad in my head as it did like when it came out of my mouth. And what did I say? I was like, all right, because you were talking about what you had in your hair, and I was like, can I talk about what I have in my hair now? Like, and I guess it came out like much harsher than it was in my head, and you just like couldn't recover for a few days. Like, you were just so emotional.
I was like,
you were just, and I felt really bad because like your feelings really were hurt, and like of course I never mean to hurt your feelings, so I was apologizing, and like it was just a lot. Just please, like basically you needed time.
I know the more people said they were sorry, and that I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry.
Mad drama.
It was very mad drama.
But for being on the channel that long, like we've literally only had about like 3 incidents, if that, maybe even 2, like two or 3 incidents, like
because we both see the value of each other. I definitely could not do it without you. You definitely, I feel like you couldn't do it without me. I think it's the personalities. I think I don't have a clue about what goes on behind the scenes, the color, the lighting, like, certain colors that we'll wear. If I wear this black shirt, it's going to throw off the coloring. So you have to hold up something, almost like she'll hold up something like this and hold it up to herself to make sure that the color, the lighting has to, I mean, I don't know how she does it, but the lighting is always on point. You do the thumbnails. I mean, you do all of that. I don't have a clue.
Yet somebody said you were the Beyonce. So I'm basically just the stage person. I get the collabs. I get the products. I figure out everything behind these. You just come dressed for the occasion, and you sit down, and then you do your hair, and basically you do the talking, but everything else, the backdrops, the setting up, the collabs, like all that's me.
Yeah, somebody said I was the Beyonce of the channel. I was the breakout star. I love that.
They said, basically, like, we're Destiny's Child, and, like, you're the Beyonce. Like, you're always a breakout star.
I love that leverage, just so you can remember what I brought to the channel. But I said, no, there really is, like, it takes both. I would not be this way without you to feed off of, okay? Just by myself, you lose something in my boldness because there's not somebody being annoyed by it. You need that reaction. You guys look at TaylorAnne's face when I go rogue. That's the fun of me going rogue. For me to constantly be obnoxious on my own channel, there's nothing funny about that. The obnoxiousness and the fun is Taylor being annoyed that her mother is doing something so bizarre, okay? And it's not planned, it's just my nature, but it's not highlighted as much unless I'm bugging somebody, okay? And so that's the fun of it. Like, I love bugging the boys. I'll say things during the day.
But, like, you said in 2019 you want to have more say in different things. Because, like, not that I'm a control freak. Like, I just know, like, this is what we're doing. This is how it's going to be. This is the color backdrop we're doing. This is what we should possibly wear. Like, and then you just appear on set basically, but you're like, well, maybe I want this backdrop, or maybe I want this color. So in 2019, I have to let you have a little bit more say in those types of things.
Yeah,
like I just
do when I'm like really,
kind
when
of
I'm
just
really,
move. And
I'm like, I see the vision. It's gotta go this way. Like I really feel that Adam and Spencer have a place in a space on the show. I think she's thinking of me being like a mother, but I'm like, no. I said I think that Adam has that dry humor that people can relate to. I said I think he needs to be on the channel a little bit more. I said again, the mentality of reaching back, bringing more with us. I said they loved Adam. You know, he's completely different from us, but he has like that direct, unapologetic voice. And I said, I think that that would be good. And so then you're like, no, I don't think so. Like I don't really want Adam out here. And definitely Spencer, are you kidding? And I'm like, no, I really think that there's room for them. And so so we talk about that behind the scenes and
different things. I saw somebody ask me, do I regret getting my degree? Absolutely not. Because if this ever goes south, like I have something to fall back on. So I'm absolutely very happy that I have a degree and I'm certified and I'm staying up on my certification. I'm not going to let that expire because just in case this ever goes south or I need to get in the workforce for whatever reason, back in I go.
LoriAnne say, I kind of like that.
Mine's it's an elementary education.
So Taylor said that.
I'm certified to teach K through 6th grade.
Yeah.
But I just never did it. I did it in college and I did some field placements and I did student teaching, and then once I was done with student teaching, you know, I was ready, I was hot, like I loved, you know, teaching, I loved it, and I applied and like nothing was hitting. And while I was applying, I was doing YouTube, and YouTube took off faster than the teaching thing did. And so I was like, you know what, I'm young, if I can make money, if I can do this, you know, if it works out, like I'm gonna go with this while I can. And so, but I'll always have my degree to fall back on if, you know, I want to do that.
Hi, Shelly 1134. Welcome.
Ellen, it did when I was in the field. My creativity would benefit the kids. I did. I remember one thing I did. Oh, because I got tired of their writing, you know, like, oh, she's happy, she's sad, that's bad. I'm like, okay, can we say it another way? I'm like, I was tired of reading the writing. So
I love that.
So I created them like online. I took a cell phone, like an iPhone, and I gave them all their own iPhone. And like inside the iPhone was like a word list. I'm like, instead of saying happy, say like, he was jovial, or like I was like all these other different words. And I'm like, I'm tired of sad, I'm tired of bad, I'm tired, like, you know, let's expand our vocabulary.
Or the word very all the time.
Yeah.
I thought it was brilliant. It really was.
And they loved it. They loved having the cell phone, and their writing just transformed. It was so much better after that. I'm like, just change your words just a little bit. And they loved the cell phone. The hey, say it another way.
That was really cute. Hey, say it another way. Yeah, and you did the giant cell phone. You laminated it, and you gave them all a copy of it. And you just said, instead of saying happy, maybe like you said, say cheerful or jovial. Instead of saying very, say like maybe many or something. I mean, it was just so unique, and they loved it. They loved it. Yeah, you're very creative in that way. Yeah.
And so, yeah, because my original thing I wanted to do, I think, was graphic design. And then I was like, I don't think like I want to like make a career out of that. And then I went into teaching. I'm like, but I can take these skills and like use them in this field. And like I definitely did at different times when I was teaching.
Yeah, you were so good that in high school they allowed you to do the town brochure for like the summer program, and you designed the whole brochure for the town for what the town had to offer that summer. And that was your work. Yeah. I mean, you're just a whiz with computers, and I just never was. But my gift is writing. I love writing, and y'all know I love to talk. So it's like the perfect team.
I'm trying to self-teach myself right now Photoshop, and it's so hard. Photoshop is very complicated, and it's not like, you know, Excel or Microsoft or PowerPoint. Like certain things, like I'm self-taught, like I can figure things out, but I've been just like clicking around Photoshop for the past couple of days during this like 7-day free trial to see if like I actually want to get Photoshop, and like it's like going over my head. Like, I don't know if anybody knows Photoshop, or like maybe you watched a YouTube video or something that could like teach me Photoshop 101. I'm like lost with Photoshop.
No, Diamond Hill, she is a great teacher. She really is. And I always encourage you. They said start out slowly now, like not because you've been removed from the field, but I felt that she went, you know how some schools are known for like a Yale doctor, a Harvard lawyer. Okay, Southern in Connecticut is a Southern teacher. That's like, I guess, I don't know, maybe I could speak wrong. I don't know, like the epitome of where you would learn how to become an educator at Southern State University. Okay, if you're a Southern graduate as a teacher, they have nursing programs and all of that. But if you're a Southern teacher, that's where you maybe get the best training for a teacher. I don't know, because I don't know enough about it. I do know Yale doctor and Harvard lawyer, but I think where the lack was is that they give you maybe 6 months field training, and
They give you 4.
Okay.
So during the program, you get to field place, which like you go maybe like twice a week to a school, and like every semester they'll field place you different places. So I was field place, I think like 4 or 5 times in different schools with different grades over the course. And then at the end, you stop going to classes and all you do is student teach, where you're in the classroom every day as a full-time teacher for 4 months. But I felt like it should have been longer, like it's longer than 4 months. After the 4 months, you know, I was applying and stuff, but I was terrified. Like, I did not feel like I was ready to go full time. I was like, I wish I could still learn under somebody. 4 months is not enough to learn everything I need to learn, because there's nothing like hands-on. Hands-on, like student teaching, is nothing like what you learn in the classroom sitting and they tell you you could expect this might happen, blah, blah, blah. Like, there's nothing like field work, and I definitely needed more than 4 months of field work. And, yeah.
People they said I should write a book. For myself, I've often wanted to. I know that the church that I was at, I did write the book or help the pastor edit the book that he wrote and add it to it. That book, it is out there now, and I did write that book along with him, and he credited me in the front page of it. It's called In the Lion's Den, and I did write that book with him, and so I do. Yeah, I mean, I am an author. I do love to write. Have I written one about myself? I've often thought of topics I could write about. I mean, my life is just very broad, very vast, as they say. But I would like to write a children's book, I think, or I don't know, maybe something about my MS journey one day. I'll write a book about that. You know, raising kids or something. Or you guys even said some of my expressions, like just put them in a book. I want to store those away and save them, because a lot of them I got from my grandmother, and a lot of them are just like kind of like crazy and over the top. But a lot of things that I say I did get from my grandmother, and I would like to. They're pretty spot on. You know, oh my gosh, I'm thinking of one now that she said. She said that if a man doesn't.
I was just thinking of that one when you said over the top.
Oh, she's like, if a man don't have any furniture, he don't have nothing, but not much else. It's so true. Like, if you meet someone and you go and they don't have furniture, like what else? What more do they have? It's so true. Some of these things have to be remembered, because at the time you might get annoyed. You know, when you're speaking to your grandmother, well, where does he live? I don't know. Well, does he have a car? Well, does he have furniture at least, Lori? Or she's called me Ooey. Ooey, does she at least have furniture? And I'm like, well, if he don't even have a couch, you know, I mean, things like that would annoy you, you know, as a teenager and as a young woman. Now I'm like, that's so true. If a man don't have furniture, well, what else much more does he have to offer?
But I remember what you were, I was like, what's the correlation? Does that mean like he has a place, like he owns a place, like he has a couch, he has a bed, like
I don't
kitchen chairs, tables?
I don't know if he has, maybe if he has an apartment, but he can't have money to furnish it. Like, I mean, how's he gonna be like, the head of the house one day? Like, you can't put furniture in the house. I mean, I don't know what she meant by it, but I just know that some of these things ring true now as I'm older, and I'm like, some of this stuff is so true. So you constantly hear, as we call them, a nanny-ism, because she was my grandmother, I called her Nanny, and so I call them nanny-isms, because a lot of them ring very true. And yeah, so I would like to have a book one day of some of the things that she said before I forget them. Like, I write them down as I remember them.
Leslie Braun said furniture is so basic, so if he doesn't even have that, like,
Right.
he doesn't have much else.
Yeah, she didn't really explain what she meant by things, but as I get older, I start seeing, okay, like Leslie LeBron just kind of like figured that out, maybe, you know, like the basic necessities, maybe that meant something. So she just said what she said, and she didn't explain it like I say what I say on the channel. I don't necessarily explain it, but those that get it, and those that don't, you know, don't. So, yeah, I say a lot of things, and a lot of people can relate.
And if he has a bus pass, he definitely ain't got nothing going on. Yeah.
Good night, Healy Means.
Good night, those going to sleep. I know we need to go to sleep too. We'll stop at 11. How's that? Another 15 minutes.
Granny's always right. Yeah.
No, but you would just
so.
pop out with nannyism sometimes, and it's just like, Mom, I don't want to hear
I know
that noise.
Yeah, but I'm thankful for it. At the time, maybe I wasn't, you know, but now I'm thankful for having been raised up on some of those expressions, because they always resonate now. Definitely.
That feet are cold.
Are they?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this room is kind of
Wait, I think the heater's in here.
A good thing it wasn't as cold as it has been in winters, because not having heat and hot water for the last 2 days, oh my gosh. But we really didn't suffer because it's nowhere near like winters
No,
normally are.
last year was freezing.
I only suffered because of my hair. I couldn't wait to see what this haircut looked like, and I needed to wet my hair and put in my products to see. Yes, why not? Taylor made some gingerbread cookies tonight. Though we didn't make them like it was Christmas time, like rolling them out and doing a little gingerbread man, but we just knew we had to get rid of this dough because we've had it now. We were so excited to get it that we were just so greedy. We got like 3 rolls,
Yeah.
and they set and they set and they set, and so we saw that the expiration date was January 29th, and we're like, we better get started on these.
Let's make them. Rejoicing. My granny always looked at shoes and socks. Somehow she'd get a man to take his shoes off so she could see his socks.
Wow. Why? Looking for holes in the socks?
There's this whole season went by quickly. Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's gone. And now the I bought you Valentine's Day peeps the other day.
You did. See, Leslie,
All the
the Valentine's Day
stuff.
ones, I wish I could show you them, but I can't because they're not here. But not just any peeps. You showed me those busted chicky peeps. Those are the hardest. Like, the moment you open up the pack, they get hard. They shrivel up and get hard. Whereas the marshmallow Valentine's Day ones, they're so squishy soft. Even if I let air be exposed to them for like an hour, they're still just as soft and squishy. Yeah, 2018 was a rough year. Very rough.
It took me a couple days to process. I was like, wow, it's really over. We made it.
Where'd you get my heart peeps at? Leslie needs to look for them now.
Big Y.
Okay.
Which they don't have Big Ys in New York. But
Okay, do they have Targets? Do they have
Target,
Walmarts?
Walmart. They're heart peeps.
I mean, it's like that time of year, Valentine's Day. So you should be able to find them. Is the main choice, somebody saying the main choice came out with something new? I love heart peeps. That's funny. I know, to each his own, right? I love like burnt food. I love burnt meat.
Oh yeah, you do. I just recently got into medium well. Like, I like my meat like a little like raw, like a little squishy now. I don't mind that. No. Because I feel like when it's like cooked well, it's like dry. So
It is.
there's definitely a difference with meat between medium well.
Yes,
and
CVS has them. A big container of candy corn on sale.
So the main choice is coming out with new products. Are they out?
Yes, for Courtney's birthday. Okay.
Where are they at?
They're specifically for fine hair? Okay.
I don't think we have fine hair.
They said it's not. Somebody said in the comments the other day, fine hair is not necessarily like we think, like boned straight hair. They said is it the diameter or something? I don't know. Can somebody explain fine hair a little bit better? So I'm a pescatarian for a reason, because when you said squishy meat, I about died.
Who said that?
Pescatarian Ashley Harris. Is that just eating fish? Pescatarian?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, me too. I can't eat my meat until, I always say, when they say, how would you like it? You know, medium, rare. I'm like, no, hockey puck. Like, I want it burnt. Like hockey puck meat. That's the way I like it.
Wow,
and I heard it's not really good for you to eat it like that, so,
Probably just tastes like burnt charcoal.
that's the way I like it.
I remember I went out to dinner one time and I ordered a steak, and they brought it and the whole outside looked really cooked, but the second I cut into it, it was completely raw on the inside, and all the blood came gushing out, and like, it was all in my mashed potato stuff. And so like they took the plate back and said they were going to cook it again, and they brought it back and it looked cooked, and then I cut into like another piece and like it was completely raw again. I was just like, just take it away. Just take it away. Like,
what
I
they
can't.
should have done was like replate it, remove the mashed potatoes. They quite frankly should have just started all over.
Why did they
again.
keep checking it though? Like, they cooked one side and like, and then they like, I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Sally's website has some of them. They're for shedding. Sydney said, LoriAnne, I tried the new Suave Curl Cream at the dollar store. I really like it a lot. Someone went on my page on Facebook and showed me the whole collection, but they said they cannot find it anywhere. Is she on here? What was her name? Jeremy? Why do I want to say it was Sydney? Was that you on? I don't know. But somebody wants to, they can't find, they had a picture of the whole line, but they can't find it anywhere. They looked all on the internet. They can't find it. Can't find it on the ground. There's a new curl line from Suave. They show the entire line, but you can't find it anywhere. I thought maybe sometimes they make certain things in other countries and not in this country, so I thought maybe it's out of this country. I don't know. Why do I think her name was Sydney? Sydney, was that you?
Was it Sybil?
Sybil. That's right, it was Sybil. Yeah.
Wait, where's the new Main Choice line at? Is it on Sally's? Oh, there it is.
The new one?
Yeah, they have a mask, anti-shedding, and intense volume. They have a shampoo and they have a mask.
Is that for Courtney's birthday, or that's just new products? Or there's going to be additional products besides those?
They'll probably expand the line, most likely.
Okay.
Oh, the 4-leaf clover. We wanted to do that line.
I know. We haven't done that line yet. Has anyone done the 4-leaf clover? Nobody's ever mentioned it really on our channel to ask why we haven't done it, or have we done it?
Let me see. Is that line on Sally's? Yep. Where are the stylers? The leave-in spray. There's the edge control. I heard the edge control in that line is good. Styling cream.
So, all right, my chat froze at 10:50, so I had to go out and come back in. So I'm seeing everyone explaining fine hair now because I'm trying to see. Okay, thick hair, the curls are more are thicker. The fine hair is if the diameter of each hair strand is small.
Hi, Verna Wise. She says she's a new subby. Where do we live? We live in Connecticut. Good night, FH Nurse Mom. Yeah, we're going to bed too soon.
Little tip for them.
I'm getting tired.
Not always densely packed. Fine hair.
Good night, Diash P.
Yeah, there's a channel on YouTube, and the girl, I believe, might be a type 4B or C or something, but she has fine hair. She clearly has fine hair, even though her texture is 4B or 4C. She really and she's always just really upset about it. I forget what her name is. Oh my gosh, what can I remember? I don't watch her a lot because she seems to me to be negative at times, but she clearly has fine hair, and that's kind of like when I first discovered that it doesn't matter about the texture. You can certainly have fine hair no matter what your texture is. So I guess I'm kind of like learning that now.
No, we haven't done the Essential 17 by Alikay.
But we have it.
We have it. We just haven't done it yet. How do we review it? Put it in our scalp?
I guess I would just give feedback the way I did with the Jane Carter.
Yeah, I think it's something you do over time.
Yeah, because just us showing you how to do it, everybody knows how to put the nozzle to your head and apply it. So there's nothing to really see.
Vanessa Bristow, yes. Sundays is when we don't come on Fridays, but we'll be back regular scheduled programming.
Yeah.
Next Friday.
We just wanted to check in to say hi to
Your
y'all.
hair was looking busted Friday, and you were not having it.
I was not having it. No, because I got it cut, and then we came home to cold water, and I could not style my hair, and there's limits. Sometimes I get into one of them old moods, and I'm just like, I'm not doing it. And sometimes I'm like, oh, I don't care. But no, I wasn't feeling it Friday.
All right, we're gonna start the Goodnight roll call.
In a minute, I was talking about what was I talking about? Puck.
We're starting the Goodnight roll call.
Okay. All right.
Yes, girl.
Wait, just still lay down on me.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh, right, the jelly. You guys saw the jelly story on my page? Taylor's jelly. They're like, have you ever owned a pair of these? And I'm like, well, Taylor did. I said, and then she didn't. And I said, it's a long story. I'll tell you guys the jelly story. Remember your little jelly shoes that were left on the cobblestone streets of Boston?
Yes, Leslie Brown said save it for Friday night.
We'll save it for Friday night, yes.
The jelly story.
First she had them, and then she did. And I said... No, I'll be bothered, Ashley. Would you like to be first? I'll open up the door.
She'll be the door holder.
She'll be the door holder.
All right, how this goes, you guys say goodnight, we say goodnight, and you click out.
And then you click out. Okay, so we're starting at 137. As we say goodnight, the numbers should fall like snow. Like my hair fell to the ground when it got cut the other day. You're like, okay, that's what we're talking about. That's what we might see, some hair on the ground.
Cut some hair. So Allie B, good night. Ari, good night.
No. Why are the numbers going up? You named two people, the two numbers, it went up to 139.
Girl, I don't know. Look at all people saying goodnight. People saying goodnight. Goodnight, 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 goodnight.
Okay, so Ina Ade, Jan Robert Escudero, Original Hershey, SDG, Allie B, Arlene Williams, Nisi Arenas, Caroline Rose, Ebony Silver, Taz on CP, Taz on CP? We'll call you Taz. Okay.
We say that every time we say their name. We'll call you Taz.
Sydney Budgewater, Vanessa Bristow, Stephanie Blanche, Aristar 84, Sharon D. Johnson, Nellie White, good night everybody, Casilda Harrison. Oh, we only dropped 2 numbers, and I know I named far more than 2. We'll just keep naming, and pretty soon y'all will be gone. Okay. All right, Diamond Hill, Christy Santos. Let's see, Nisi Arenas, Colleen Pentecost. Let's see. Oh, they're saying goodnight, but they're not leaving. Okay, that explains it, Allie B. Thank you. Cheryl Reed, good night. DTW Texas, good night. 1922, Misty Blue, good night. CK King, Leslie LeBron, Felicia Aldridge, Curly Taylor, FL Sunshine 3, Angelica Torrero. Good night, it was a great live for me. Thanks for being who you are. God bless. Oh, that's nice. Deborah Bonner, Jamila Anderson, all right, Casilda Harrison, put up a little hand. Mel Ponce. It's Ponce? I have to stay late cleaning, so I'll be wearing makeup tomorrow for sure to hide the dark circles. Have a busy week ahead. And Sid are coming tomorrow to watch the children while I go to a board meeting. If you need my concealer tips, just email me. Like 2-hour concealer to hide the dark circles.
Girl.
Okay, let's see. The Verna Wise. Angelica Terrero, she's first. Okay. Millie Ponce. I'm just repeating. Dolores Schuyler. M. Terry. Michelle Greenland. Look at your hand. Alexandra East. Oh, Alexandra, you did miss it. Tonight. Told you I'll keep your notifications on. Maybe I said that from Facebook. Nobody's on Facebook. It's a dead social media.
Kind of. Try Twitter. Try Instagram.
I know.
That's where MADCURLS will be.
Okay, let's see. Who else? Undercover Taco. Nicole George. Let's see. Latrice Hubbard. Barbie Lovable. Erica Fleming. I'm late. I know. Girl, you haven't been here the whole time. Okay, you missed our sickening content tonight.
Girl.
Okay, all right.
You're saying goodnight to people.
Okay. Mandy Manning, Undercover Taco. Okay, Just G. All right. Who else? At the end. All right, and to all, a good night. All right, girl.
Bye, guys.
Flick the switch.
We'll see you guys in our videos this week. And then Friday Night Live. Make sure you check out our merch store.
Yeah. And send in some ideas for some content for the new year, so we can keep making little
Follow
videos.
us on Twitter if you have a Twitter. It's MADCURLS.
It'll be me talking.
It will be you talking.
I won't shut up, right? It's like, Mom, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm just on Twitter. I'm just like trying to learn Twitter.
On Twitter. So it's MADCURLS for LoriAnne, and it's TaylorAnne.
for you. If you want to be bored, but if you want some real action.
All right, guys. We'll see you guys
All
soon.
right, guys. All right. Love you guys. Good night. Thanks for joining us tonight. We had quite a full house here tonight,
We
right?
had a full house.
We did.
As full as to be expected.
All right.
All right, are you going to press the button?
Okay, I press the button. I'm the bad guy all the time. I don't mind that at all. I love it, actually.